Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Viva Mexico 250 at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Race, what number is it? 16 of 36 for the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025. Wow, for the first time since 1956, I think it was 56, NASCAR has ventured outside of its borders. We're here in Mexico City at the track that has hosted F1 for so many years. And now NASCAR will make its Cup debut here. And that's for the first time ever they've gone south of their border. Well, for a points race, if you don't, because if you can, there's also the Australia exhibition race from 1988. But anyway, we're finally here, ready to rumble. Yesterday's Xfinity race was great. Let's hope for an even better Cup race. I'm sure Trackhouse driver Daniel Suarez is eager to get going at his home track for his first Cup race at his home track. And pole sitter, his teammate Shane Van Gisbergen, see if he can follow up his Chicago win. His Chicago win was the first race ever on a street course. And wouldn't it be cool for him to get another win at a first-time event for this track? No weather today, I think, though, for
well, guesswork for sure. And everybody talks about the racetrack and how it's difficult, but sometimes we forget we're over 7,000 feet in elevation. The air is thinner. That hurts those drivers' lungs as they try to catch their breath lap after lap. Those engines are the same as they try to get the air to required to make that horsepower. They will struggle in the mix. They will overheat in an instant.
Steve, let's talk about the fan favorite. That's Daniel Suarez. Let's begin with yesterday. Coming from the back in a backup car and winning here was amazing.
Crashed in practice. No, crashed in qualifying. Went from 39th to 1st on the day. And he said, Viva la Mexico, motherfuckers. Well, he didn't say it like that, but he said it in Spanish. Well, he said cabrones, which has no translation. But it basically means motherfucker in Spanish.
I think he's living out his childhood dream. He's running in the Cup Series in his home country. SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen has stolen the show, though, this weekend with speed. This guy set on the pole. And you think about what's happened to him since he won that big race in Chicago in 2023. He's been normalized a little bit at the road courses that we traditionally go to. But here in Mexico, this is a new track for everybody. He's got his advantage back. He's back on the pole, and he has to win. Back in 33rd in points to make the playoffs, he has to be aggressive today.
He and Suarez in the same situation, outside the top 25 in points. If they're going to run for a championship, they need to win a race. With that, we go to the standings. 9 drivers have won this year. They're locked in. But with 11 races to go to the championship...
Once you get 10 races to go, I think the panic starts to set in for Cup. Normally, that's when the NBC portion would come in. McDowell's not that far behind the points either, so...
Road courses are difficult. There will be a lot of decisions along the way. Do you pit? Do you stay out? And do you make the right decision? We'll find out when the race is over.
The anxiety level is on high. It's time to get going in Mexico City. Let's go trackside now for the command.
And we know who's doing the command.
Mexico City, here to deliver the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome today's Grand Marshal, NASCAR Hall of Famer and Vice Chairman of Henry Motorsports, Ciudad de México. Necesito que hagan ruido, porque vamos a presentar al Grand Marshal, nada más y nada menos. Él es Jeff Gordon.
Hola, Mexico! Pilotos, start your engine!
Commands given. I didn't understand any of it because I'm not Spanish, and I should really learn another language at some point in my life. All right, 37 drivers ready to hit the gas and hit the streets or hit the track and all that other jazz. Starting 37th, driving the number 78 Elf Cosmetic Chevrolet for Live Fast Motorsports. 44 years old from Guildford, United Kingdom, Catherine Legg. Starting 36th, driving the number 11 Yahoo Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 44 years old from Chesterfield, Virginia. Fuck. Hold on a minute. 33 years old from Mayetta, New Jersey, Ryan Truex. Starting 35th, driving the number 4 Long John Silver's Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Noah Gregson. Starting 34th, driving the number 51 Arrowhead Brass Ford for Rick Ware Racing. 29 years old from Greensboro, North Carolina, Cody Ware. Starting 33rd, driving the number 47 Fun Pop Chevrolet for Kayak Motorsports. 37 years old from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 32nd, driving the number 42 Pye Barker Fire and Safety Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 28 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 31st, driving the number 20 Mobile One Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 30 years old from Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell. Starting 30th, driving the number 6 Castrol Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 41 years old from Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Keselowski. Starting 29th, driving the number 48 Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 32 years old from Tucson, Arizona, Alex Bowman. Starting 28th, driving the number 10 Ohio Logistic Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 33 years old from Louisville, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Starting 27th, driving the number 24 Valvoline Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 27 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, William Byron. Starting 26th, driving the number 41 HaasTooling.com Ford for Haas Factory Team. 27 years old from Ladera Ranch, California, Cole Custer. Starting 25th, driving the number 23 Chumba Casino Toyota for 2311 Racing. 31 years old from Mobile, Alabama, Bubba Wallace. Starting 24th, driving the number 38 Benabone Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old from Huntington Beach, California, Zane Smith. Starting 23rd, driving the number 77 Total Play Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 22 years old from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hocevar. Starting 22nd, driving the number 45 Xfinity Mobile Toyota for 2311 Racing. 29 years old from Corning, California, Tyler Reddick. Starting 21st, driving the number 3 Boot Barn Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 35 years old from Louisville, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Starting 20th, driving the number 2 Menards Quaker State Ford for Team Penske. 26 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Austin Cindric. Starting 19th, driving the number 19 Bass Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 30 years old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe. Starting 18th, driving the number 12 Worth Ford for Team Penske. 31 years old from High Point, North Carolina, Ryan Blaney. Starting 17th, driving the number 7 Gamebridge Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 26 years old from Winnemac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 16th, driving the number 17 Bodyguard Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 32 years old from Prosper, Texas, Chris Buescher. Starting 15th, driving the number 35 Monster Energy Zero Sugar Toyota for 2311 Racing. 26 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Riley Herbst, the first of the 2 rookies in the field. Starting 14th, driving the number 43 Family Dollar Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 29 years old from Byron, Michigan, Eric Jones. Starting 13th, driving the number 21 Dex Imaging Ford for the Wood Brothers. 34 years old from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Josh Berry. Starting 12th, driving the number 9 Lumar Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 29 years old from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott. Starting 11th, driving the number 8 Lucas Oil Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 40 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 99, Telcel Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 33 years old from Monterrey, Mexico, Daniel Suarez. Starting 9th, driving the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske. 35 years old from Middletown, Connecticut, Joey Logano. Starting 8th, driving the number 16, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 43 years old from Los Gatos, California, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 7th, driving the number 34, Long John Silver's Ford for for Front Row Motorsports. 25 years old from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland. Starting 6th, driving the number 5, Valvoline Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 32 years old from Elk Grove, California, Kyle Larson. Starting 5th, driving the number 71, Blaster Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 40 years old from Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. Starting 4th, driving the number 54, Monster Energy Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 22 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ty Gibbs, and the highest starting, Toyota. Starting 3rd, driving the number 1, Wendy's Frosty Swirl Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 32 years old from Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 60, Kroger Colgate Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 34 years old from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Preece in the highest starting Ford. And on the pole, driving the number 88 Safety Culture Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. With a pole time of 1 minute, 32.776 seconds and an average speed of 93.904 miles per hour. 36 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, Shane Van Gisbergen. That is your starting lineup for today's Viva Mexico 250. We have 9 laps to go in the Canadian Grand Prix. Right now, I think the win seems pretty assured, even if it's not even though the gap's not that large. The battle is a battle for 4th, and that's about it between the McLarens. Piastri's ahead of Norris. Both are behind Verstappen by 2. So you have Max is in 2nd, Oscar's in 4th, Norris is in 5th. Let's see if the leaderboard fixed itself. It was having the same problem as before. It's not. It's still stuck with the top 10. I don't get it. Yeah. Over a mile high. We ain't in Denver and Pikes Peak. Oh, come on. I mean, they have wet tires. This could get interesting fast.
A lot of tire fall off. Coming here, I think we thought it was going to be a pretty straightforward two-stop race, but that looks a little different now. So we had to do a lot of work to our Valvoline Chevy, just trying to get a hold of the tractor in practice. But I think we're in a better spot now. So we're going to take it as it comes. I think Kyle's going to do a great job for us in the pool also, and just try to make sure we're there at the end.
All right, Steve, I think Cliff said it. It's not going to be straightforward. It's never straightforward for you crew chiefs, is it?
No, never straightforward. A lot of preparation goes into it. This weather just makes it even more complicated. We're starting to see just a few raindrops on some of the roof cameras. Here you see this Ford Performance onboard of Austin City.
Who's gonna pit? Who's gonna pit?
Remember now, if you're tuning in for your first time, this rain shower will not cancel the race on the road courses. These cars are equipped with wet weather equipment. They have these flaps behind the rear tires to help us spray running lights. They also have wet weather tires. So these drivers will continue to radio in as we go around the circuit. Decide. So far, I still think it's good for drives.
You talk about the wet, and there's one theory that you get a wet racetrack and it really opens things up because it creates chaos and makes it a wild card. The other theory is it exaggerates the advantage for those drivers that are so good at this style of race.
Everything is going to exaggerate the advantage because of the challenges. We talk a lot about the elevation, and I think the person at home can understand that, hey, when you just can't get a big breath of fresh air, it hurts your lungs, you can't run as fast. Well, the cars as well. The elevation affects them dramatically. Let's go into the front garage and take a look. It starts with aero effect. Thick air pushes down, a lot of downforce, and also a heavy drag. The car has to come through that thick air. So as we thin the air up, the downforce goes down, the drag goes down, so it's faster down the straightaways. But let's go under the hood and talk about the other real big effects. Two that jump out. One, the air going into the engine. But my concern would be the air going into the brakes. This high altitude does not cool very well. This thinner air, you try to get as much as you can in, but if your driver does not take care of them, these brakes are going to overheat, the pedal's going to fade, and you're just going to have no overall stopping power. So basically, a little less power, a little less downforce, less drag, and less cooling. So it kind of does everything you want it to do the wrong way. It's faster down the straightaways and less drag. It doesn't stop as good when you get there, Adam. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. And this is the most that I think we've heard the drivers talk about.
5 to go in Mexico. Montreal.
For the practice run, but also brakes. Losing brakes in just a 12-lap run. Now, having the pedal fade, that is very, very new, and it shows just how serious this condition can be today.
Back down to Marty. Adam, we mentioned the drops here on pit road. They have stopped here on pit road.
The McLarens are side by side battling for. Oh God.
Of the track, is it good to go? He said, yes, I think it's fine. Let's throw the green.
I'm with him. Let's go. I'm ready.
Where's?
I know. I don't want to wait any longer. We got here on Thursday, and we've had so much fun the last 3 days, but I am so fired up to get this race going.
Oh my God! Someone just wrecked. Did Lando just bottle it? Oh, of course he does, because he's a moron. Okay. Well, Lando couldn't handle racing door to door. All right, anyway, enough of that. 100 laps around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.5 miles, 250 miles race distance. Here we go. We're green in Mexico City. Ross up to second through the first couple turns. Priest back to third place. They're using all the distance they can get off that turn. Oh, someone just cut through the grass. That was Hocevar. What? What happened? Oh, is it the ring? Oh, come on. Oh, wow. Yeah. We need wet. Yeah, we need tires.
We have the rain right here out in front of us in the booth.
All right, so they're going to pit for wet weather tires. And this will get really interesting. This will be fun. All right. Yep. So, okay, at any point, F1 is probably going to end under caution or safety car because Lando tried to make a pass to the inside of Oscar Piastri for fourth. The gap wasn't near large enough, and he ran into the wall and then lost his wing. Stupid ass. This is why Oscar is going to be world champion. And there are 3 laps to go. Some cars are pitting for tires. Like, are we going to go back green? I can't imagine it. Well, everyone's pitting. Oh, okay. Or is the, no, the safety... Wait. Oh, come on. Are we red flagging the event? No, they're just going through pit road. I guess because the crash was on the front straightaway. But still, I mean, no, but still, 2 laps to go. They're not going to restart the race. Looks like Kimi Antonelli will get his first podium, which is nice. And this thing is something to talk about because right now we're just waiting.
Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about breast tree.
When you decide to step up to this kind of play, this kind of fun. This kind of experience.
Hey guys, why are you dressed like you're in a boy band?
Let the games begin.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Altogether, anytime, anywhere.
Rated E for everyone.
Oh. Now, wait, did Max overtake under safety car? Here we go, pit road. Wet weather tires.
They're all going to go to wet weather tires. Looking at the rain right here. Very small boxes. Going to be very busy, Trevor. These will be competitive stops here to set.
Competitive stops. All right.
At first they weren't sure, but now the rain has really picked up here on the front stretch.
All right. As they're pitting, the white flag has come out for F1. The race will finish under safety car. So Russell wins, Max second, Antonelli third. Ross wins the race off pit road.
Walk us through the whole situation again here, Steve, because a couple guys that are out behind the pace car, but this is the equipment that these teams have to use when they come to a race where you could run the wet.
Yeah, so you see the windshield wiper pretty straightforward. Right, right, you see it on the graphic there. That's more for visibility. It's not a brake light. It doesn't work with the brake pedal. It's just running the whole time. The defoggers inside the car, you hopefully work well to keep the windshield clear. The rain flats are what you see down behind the rear tires. Think about a mud flap on a big tractor trailer. These flaps are really just to reduce spraying. These cars have more than enough grip. It's vision that's the challenge when it comes to the rain. And then the wet tires, which are optional. You said those 2 cars to stay on the racetrack. That tells me that they're still on slicks. That is going to be an adventure. And they may just want to get one more lap. Maybe they'll think it's too wet and they'll abort and go to these treaded tires. This is what a rain tire looks like, much like the street tire. It has the tread to dissipate the water.
You know, the conditions of this racetrack are getting worse by the second, and I'm just shocked by those two guys who want to stay out there on the slicks. That's going to be so difficult with the field behind you, all over the back of you on these wet tires with a little bit more grip. Did
you know, for a driver, when you're put in this situation, there's only a couple things you really need to be concerned with. Obviously, stay off the paint. Any kind of painted surface or stripe. There's some you know, some curves on the outside of the braking zone or turn left, for example. It's literally paint on the racetrack. There's no curve at all. It looks like a curve. Stay off of that. That's going to be very slick in a braking zone like that. Also, you want to get in the wet on the straightaways. Keep the temperature out of the tires. So fine water as the lane tends to dry up, the racing line tends to dry up. Find the wet part of the racetrack down the straightaway to keep the tip down in the tire. And when you can, run offline a little bit. Don't run in the racing line. That's where all the oil and dirt and residue collects, and it'll get really slick with that water on top.
Some of the wipers are working. Wait, so Chris Buescher and Austin Cindric stayed out.
Probably, I mean, there's not a lot of opportunity to really get offline in some of these sections of the racetrack, but you're going to try to.
And I don't know if some of these are working.
One more lap under yellow. Check out the track conditions. We mentioned a tight pit road and competitive pit stops. On board right here, Chase Elliott trying to lead.
It's blocked by Herbst. Oh, and by Gregson. And it caused Truex to have to brake as well. And another, I think that's Cody Ware as well. What the heck is going on with Amazon? So they're going to do one lap under caution, another one, just to make sure it's all, the conditions are fine, and then I'll go green.
The oil filters for your food in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead. It's the reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. And every Chevy truck, every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get another for just $1. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
Through Hims, you can get treatment for weight loss, ED, and hair loss. It's made just for you.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
This Saturday, the NASCAR Xfinity Series blazes into summer with a Pocono showdown. And as the temperature rises, so do the tempers. Vets like Austin Hill look to hold off Connor Village and the rest of the red-hot rookies. The NASCAR Xfinity Series Pocono. This Saturday, live at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific on the CW.
All right. Hopefully we're getting ready to go.
Hey, race day fans, find your favorite driver and official NASCAR merchandise, including the new Echo Pop, by searching Shop the Race in the Amazon shopping app.
We talk about decisions all day long. Well, a big decision, I call it an absolute gamble. The 17
Chris Buescher, Austin Cindric stayed out.
with slicks. Yellow Goodyear tires. The other ones have white. You see slicks on the right, treaded on the left. Those slicks work in the dry, but they are icy in the wet. They were both outside the top 15. I think this is a gamble. If they stay out, I don't see how this is going to work in turn one, Dale. It's still pouring. It's still pouring on the racetrack all the way around. So
Those will be fun.
Look at that on board right there. Now they could hit, right? They might not, but they could. Here they go. We'll see how this works out.
Trackhouse teammate
Here we go. They're already almost slipping. Here they go. We're green at Mexico City. Another slip by Busher and Cindric. Wow, Ross going off the track on the curbs to try and get around them. Gibbs is getting there too, up to second. Busher fell back. Gibbs had a great car yesterday. See if he can get redemption for today. Cindric has to go way wide, and Gibbs takes the lead. Right now he's in a sandwich, which might save him. Gibbs goes a little wide there. SVG holding on the curbs. Oh, look at Hocevar getting squirrely on the curbs. 4 wide there. Cindric loses 3 spots to Priest, Chastain, and SVG. Gibbs trying to skirt away. Priest back to second spot. Chastain trying to ride the high lane or the outside lane. He'll get to second now. SVG side by side with Priest now. Oh, bumped his teammate, horsing him out of the way. He'll hold on to second, but SVG did get by Priest for third. Cindric trying to hold. He loses spots to Larson and Suarez. Larson gets way out. Almost hits Suarez. And Gibbs just able to concentrate on himself for now. Oh, look at, holy crap. Austin Dillon, John Nemechek, William Byron all went wide at turn 1. Wow. Jeez Louise. That's not supposed to work in this stadium section. Gillen almost punting McDowell. This is glorious, man. Bell going by Gillen, trying to get by, or I think it was Gillen, or Gregson going to get by Jones, or that's Zane Smith. He's got Busher to his left. Cindric's in 10th right now. Probably going to continue to fall backwards. A lot of cars are able to stick it to the way inside of the turn. Chastain and SVG still battling for second. SVG's going to hold on to that. Now let's see. If they stop fighting, can they take on Ty Gibbs? All 3 Trackhouse cars are in the top 5. Dane Smith up 10. Eric Jones trying to make a move on Bell to his inside. Look at how loose the 7 was. Justin Haley, Kyle Busch. Oh, man. I think that was Elliott who almost lost it. Now they're entering the stadium section again. God, I love rain racing. It's the perfect amount of rain, too. Well, screw you, Logano. I don't care. God, but this is awesome. Kyle Busch spins! He hits Haley! He hits Larson! And Zane Smith! Oh, and Briscoe! Jesus. And Allmendinger is in the grass. Why did that did not need to be a caution? No. Well, what the heck? Is that ballast? He spins entering turn 1.
He is on the brakes, and it is just not going, and he loses rear grip. The car behind him the same way.
Bam. A 2. No, he hit 3 cars.
Pinballs down here in the
Damn.
corner. Associated with Zane Smith was kind of chasing the 8 in. They both lost rear grip.
So, yeah, when Busch spun, he hit Zane Smith. No, he didn't. He hit...
Yeah, it was like
No.
these guys, you know, they're out
Busch and Zane Smith spun around the same time. He hit Haley on the... And then when he spun back around, he hit both Larson and Allmendinger.
a little bit.
And when Zane Smith spun, I think he brought Briscoe with him.
He's right on board with AJ Allmendinger. Watch this. Oh. And he never saw that coming. Right on board with Zane Smith next year. Trying to get those things stopped with Zane. Sometimes Kyle Busch is a reference, and Kyle was in way too deep. We had a lot of cars, even in the drive practice, locking up rear brakes, having big trouble in the braking zones.
Not going. He was in position to be collected. Somehow maneuvers through into 34, and I don't think he got any of it.
Oh, my...
Early cautions.
Barely, yeah. Everything just swooped behind or in front of him.
Mr. Hayes, you gave up racing.
Yep.
You gambled professionally. You're bankrupt. Anything you wish you'd done differently?
Yeah. Drive the car. You're really good at it.
Pre-match for lifetime.
F1 the movie. Rated PG-13.
Well, Larson's right front wheel is 30 to 60 degrees the wrong way.
Who was just rescued yesterday by Viva, who's realizing in real time his new dog has a thing. Squirrels. And there's Chewy, where Dave will order a... and everything else Dash needs in life. Like delicious food. Because squirreling can work up quite an appetite. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Oh, yeah, Zane Smith's car is busted. Toe link's damaged.
Racetrack. Tours. Mobile one-motor oils medical heavy drive. Drive more beautifully.
Checking engine on Briscoe.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Whenever we're set up for long runs, this is a huge season for us. Sorry, I just don't think running pre-stats with a team.
Please be careful and worry about you.
Here I am. Remember, have fun up there.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Jack Wins presents the greatest duo. There's nothing like a great duo. Two flavors, one bag. New Jack Link's Duos.
Experience the incredible story of NASCAR's Garage 56 journey to the 24-hour of Le Mans. A team fueled by innovation and driven to make history. American Thunder NASCAR to Le Mans. Watch now only on Prime. Looking at Zane Smith. There you see him sitting idle on the pit lane. It's our FanDuel onboard camera. He's one of those drivers collected in this incident. 7
So
laps.
Larson, Haley, Busch, Dinger, Briscoe, Zane Smith, the 6 cars involved. I think I said all of their involvements. But I'll say Busch spun, hit Haley, car swings back around. He hits Dinger and Larson. Zane Smith spun behind that, and that dragged Briscoe into it.
Not so much here. You have the ability to repair them. You can't change anything and everything. There is a list of parts that you're allowed to change. I'm looking at all these cars. I think they're going to be within that list of parts. And if the rain continues to fall, Trevor, chaos may ensue. So getting repairs back on the racetrack could be valuable points. 17 car coming down now to rip the Band-Aid off. They opted the first time to stay on slicks. Now they're going to put on wets. The 2 cars stayed out, though. Listen to Chris Buescher's audio.
Not yet.
These conditions right now are super challenging for the crew chief. As we mentioned, it's just barely missing. That's why the 2 cars stayed out, Ken.
And a couple tape crews on my end of pit road. The 22 of Billy Dunham coming down for fuel only. Didn't really feel like they had much traffic.
3M on the back of the Buster car. It's been a while since they've been a primary.
That turn 4 braking zone, he's starting to lock up the rears.
And a lot of great information. You heard Busher's radio, so it was a driver decision. To be honest, I'm going to need some help if I'm top of the pit box. I can look at the radar, but we don't do this a whole lot. You think it's too wet? You think it's going to dry? I mean, Cedric stayed out in the 11th position. I can't tell you how good of a job the driver of the 2 is doing to be able to pull this move off right here. We saw the 8 and the 38 wreck, under braking. They had the groove tires on board this Ford Performance Cam for Cedric. He has stayed inside the top 15 on slicks. This is outstanding.
The other thing I would say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Let's say that they had come down and done the conventional thing, and that is just go to rain tires when everyone else did. Maybe that puts their track position right in the middle of the accident. Neither one of them get involved, and they live to fight another day, and we'll see what Cedric does here. And over the long haul, as track conditions continue to change. The other thought is the points impact. Kyle Busch comes in tied at the cut line. We know what a great opportunity race this is for him and A.J. Allmendinger, and now they find themselves squarely behind the 8 ball, no pun intended.
Riding on board with Ty Gibbs.
I wonder how long we'll be under caution. That's the next step.
Shout out Ty this weekend. He's had great speed. Had speed yesterday in the Xfinity Series. They've been, they've had a tough year, way down in the points, in a must-win situation every single week. We're going to check out some more on boards that we have for today. This is Ryan Truex, driving for Denny Hamlin this weekend with the Toyota Racing on board. And then the Xfinity Mobile on board with Tyler Reddick. Go to the 99, Daniel Suarez, the Telcel on board.
This is his favorite place, the stadium. And another driver that could get it done today, Michael McDowell, the blaster on-board camera. Marty?
Adam Steve mentioned there's a damaged vehicle policy.
And there's the 5 in the garage. Well, it's not really a garage. It's kind of hard to describe as a garage. Anyway, we'll be going green again on lap 10.
And actually, right rear damage they found for Kyle Larson once he came back. For Kyle Busch, the damage is worse. So right rear, also left rear has some damage as well. So they're going to be up against the clock to get all changes done, Adam, to get back out on the track.
Right at the midway point of stage 1 as we return to the green flag.
Here we go again. We're green, and Suarez going way to the outside, trying to pick up spots. Not sure if that helped. Jones just got past him. So did McDowell. All right, Gibbs, SVG look to be the top 2 entering turn 1. Who's going to reign supreme? Gibbs. So SVG going to take the inside. No, that's the outside route into that turn. Gibbs will take the lead. Now they go to 2 and 3. Chastain's holding on to 3rd right now. SVG trying to get to the inside. Gibbs gets a little bit of a wiggle. They come out of 4. They're in their side by side. SVG has the advantage going into the next turn, turn 5. Or is that 4? Who cares? SVG takes the lead. Ooh, a little wiggle there for SVG. His wiper is not going. He's going way wide there, trying to see what he can do as they enter the stadium section. Gibbs gonna try and get that inside as they got headed to the long sweeping turn 15. SVG's gonna hold on there. Suarez up to 4th now. He's trying to get by Priest, so he must have recovered his positions. He's up to 8th? Good God. What was that?
Must be really hard, so the driver
Anyway, Suarez does get to fourth.
open up the wheel, get the power down. Coming home the front straightaway.
Priest cuts to the inside of Suarez to try and get him back for fourth. They go side by side through the turns 2 and 3. He's going to hold on. A wiggle from Priest. Means Suarez is safe for now. To the inside of McDowell comes Ty Dillon of all drivers, running P6 ahead of his teammate AJ Allmendinger, who was in that wreck earlier.
Approved for the race. Look how offline they are. That's where the grip is when the track's really wet. Right here where McDowell is, it's a little bit harder to get the power down coming out of that corner. And then you mentioned it, this area of the racetrack much wetter. Right there, you're just not able to get power down, not able to get the turn. Gotta be so careful through here. Keep the toe through this part of the racetrack. It's so frustrating when somebody drives away from you like that. Trevor. 10 cars, Ty Dillon. Not somebody we would normally expect to see within the top 10.
Ty gets by McDowell. Again, 6th. Bell's right behind both of them.
Be an equalizer for a guy like Ty Dillon. He's loving it. His crew chief also telling him like,
Best finish of 15th out of road course. This is a good early start. McDowell way loose. He's got Bell to his left now as they enter the stadium. McDowell is maintaining his spot, and Jones is trying to follow McDowell on the inside of Bell. Very shaky though, off the turn. So Bell holds on to 8th.
the unknown becomes even greater. Now we're guessing on fuel miles as well. Let's take a look what happened to the 4. Noah Gregson in a
Contact with William Byron, just behind Ryan Truex.
I thought he was going to take it all the way around and just keep on going.
Look how much nicer it is for life in the front, right? Vision's a whole lot better, clearer racetrack. Nice movements.
Priest gets back on Suarez for P4.
Down by quite a bit now, so still some issues with spray up onto the windshield from the car in front of you, but the track now should transition as they start to dry up a particular line here.
Yeah, seeing a great shot out of Bell's front wing.
I guess we'll see slick tires again and at the start of stage 2.
Playing exactly how the team wanted. I talked to crew chief Adam Stevens this morning. He said, man, rain is an absolute pain, especially as a crew chief, but it creates chaos. That is what we need. We have a fast car, but we need that to benefit us and get us a little bit further into the field and break into that top 5.
You know, I would say if you could map out a perfect day, it would be stay clean through the opening 2 stages and be in the top 10 for the final stage. And when I look back at COTA where they won, that's exactly what they did. Pretty quiet stage 1, stage 2, but they took off in the final stage and maybe ahead of schedule today as he continues to drive through the field, establishing that track position. We're just over halfway through stage 1.
SVG currently lapping over a second faster than the second placing car.
Because he's absolutely cracked on road courses.
To echo what Kim and you guys have been talking about in a stop rating here on pit road. When I went in to visit with Shane Van Gisbergen this morning, he was texting with a friend. That friend, 4-time and current world F1 champion
Verstappen, Red Bull driver.
asking Max for some tips on this racetrack overall, but especially in the rain. He wanted to know some secrets that Max has had here in the past. Because remember, Formula One has run here for many years, and Shane has never run here, so he got all the tips he could. Junior, I find it fascinating because the entire garage area looks up to SVG and says, hey, he's got it all figured out in road courses. But even SVG was looking for tips for anyone this morning.
That's because he's a dangerous man. I mean, he's just so good at what he does, and he seeks out any opportunity to continue to get better. We see him on this racetrack, moving around, trying to get temperature out of the tire. Down the straightaway, he's running and trying to find the wettest part of the racetrack, really, to not tip out of the tire. He knows the rain is quit. The track's going to start to transform.
So you gotta maintain your tires as long as you can.
Speed and grip in this wet weather.
Well, at least for the end of the stage. Like I said, I think they'll switch to the slick tires at the end.
It's still very wet. Stopped raining everywhere. Just be patient with it. Right side.
Cedric 31st.
So they're hoping that being on these slicks as this track dries out, there'll be a shift
He's still on the slick tires.
of the wet weather tire and this dry weather tire, but I feel like that's still a ways to go. It's still really wet over this part.
Priest gets by Ross for 3rd. top 3 have not won a race this season. Who's that going to 6? Is that Ryan? Oh no, it's Ty Dillon. I don't know if Ryan Blaney. I don't know where he came from. He's now in 7th. Bell's still in 8th. McDowell is back to 9th place.
Up to 7th in the running order. Van Gisbergen leading Gibbs, Priest, Chastain, Suarez. 5, 6 laps to go stage 1.
We get it. Consumer selling can help people cut the cost of their cell phone bill. Ever since Brad took the top off his car, he's obsessed with cutting all sorts of stuff to show how much people can save.
200 bunch cakes for Talladega? Is that going to be enough?
I couldn't even find a remote.
It's a situation. Hey, Brad, I got a question.
I love the Consumer Cellular commercial.
Your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
When Brad showed the heavy V8, people had opinions. We got it wrong, and we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi, and it's saying, "Not back." You want more? Buckle up. Brand's coming back to NASCAR. We're back in America's motorsport. The Hemi's back. We ain't going anywhere.
Ever since they got DirecTV, they don't miss a game. Not the opening pitch, not even the pregame flyover.
Oh, Blaney trying to get to the inside of Ty Dillon for P6. Still holding on, though. On a generational run on a road course. As I said before, his best finish is 15th. What the heck? I didn't turn on my flashlight. Larson told him his suspension will be new, but right front shock is a little bit bent. Cannot change the shock. Ooh, here comes McDowell. Bell got loose coming off. I think that was 3. He's going to get to 8th. He gets him. And there's Gillen right behind him. Cole Custer's also having a good run. He's up, I think, in the 11th position. Suarez now back to P6 as well. So see some of the Trackhouse drivers that were starting well starting to slip backwards. SVG continuing doing what he can do best.
Our first ever trip to Mexico City for NASCAR's Cup Series. All of the action today on Prime, presented by Chewy. A bit of a slide there for race leader Shane Van Gisbergen. And now we look at today's top dog, presented by Chewy. And if you're racing here in Mexico City, your top dog has got to be Daniel Suarez.
That performance yesterday to win that Xfinity Series race and the reaction from the crowd was really breathtaking. This area right here, the stadium, and the cheers, it was just clear how popular it is. The whole country cheering Daniel Suarez on.
5-second lead for SVG. Blaney's up to P5.
Dillon, who's driving through the field. But Daniel's been fun to watch this weekend. Not just inside the car, but outside the car as well. Man, awesome to see him so excited to have this NASCAR industry here. So it's interesting. We have 5 laps.
Allmendinger has worked up to 20th after being involved in that wreck.
The real question is, do you pick toward the end of the stage? That would be a pretty classic road course strategy. And if you do
A 140, he's 4/10 faster than second place.
really the decision maker of your day. If you guess correctly, if you go to drive first and the track continues to dry, you're going to look great. But over here, it seems like this area of the racetrack still is damp and slippery. You have to really tiptoe. Kind of the night on Cindric, and his lap time still not faster than the wet. Something else I've got to notice is some ebb and flow in performance of the cars. The 20 of Bell was moving through the field. Now he's lost a few spots in the last.
Bell's back to 20th.
So could these tires be degrading a little bit more rapidly? The
think it's the 19th.
early as a driver. Toyota onboard camera riding with Ryan Truex, driving the 11 for Jamie Hamlin. He's doing a nice job today. He's 21st, but this is
Still
a car
21st.
struggled to find speed this weekend and really doing some positive things here this afternoon. Scan the QR code to save on gaming products by Logitech G, the official wheel and pedal of eNASCAR.
Ryan was notified he'd be in this car sometime midweek, and he's tested the next gen car with Toyota. So he's been inside the next gen, understands how it works, does a lot of sim testing.
Just like Gillen past McDowell for P8.
If he's sitting here running mid-pack, I bet he's thrilled. I'd be very happy with that. This rain and all the obstacles have been thrown at everybody has really leveled the playing field for a guy like him.
Bell on pit road.
Yeah.
And we see Christopher Bell, and again, Adam Stevens told me they were hoping that they looked wide open in terms of what they could do to get track position after that bad qualifying effort. It looks like they will go on slicks. You see those dry weather tires. I've heard a number of radios saying the track is starting to dry out. We'll see what kind of speed he has and what he can do on the racetrack.
All right, dry tires. The slicks.
The same exact conversation with his crew that Steve mentioned a moment ago. SVG said the track is drying quickly, but I think we should go to slicks. And then his crew chief said, no, I think rain is coming in 15 minutes. So, Steve, I didn't know that weatherman was part of the job description for a crew chief, but you got to be today.
Well, absolutely. And the weather's been hard to read here in Mexico City between the elevation and the mountains surrounding the city. It's been hard for me to kind of judge where the showers are going to go.
I mean, I'm still thinking.
For your experience down here,
Let me check the weather forecast on my own.
you definitely want to stay on the wet weather tires. I mean, I'm watching Cindric because he's out there on slicks and he cannot match SVG's pace on drives. Or, excuse me, on wets. Here we are on.
I mean, it's also Austin Cindric. I mean, Austin Cindric versus Shane Van Gisbergen.
Any point during this race, look out. And his car does not have a lot of grip. His last lap time on 151.4. To your point, Steve, the leaders are running 147s. So there's still quite a bit of discrepancy between the two tires. And I would obviously, I think, be paying attention to the 20 car as he goes out here on slicks and runs a few laps. I'm watching the lap time that he runs. Kim.
You see Ty Gibbs short pitting this. They are just here for the
Gibbs
win.
pitting.
So they had the wet weather tires on the wall about a lap and a half ago. But as they heard more drivers talking about the track dry out, they quickly changed.
I don't think we're gonna get more rain.
Put four fresh slick tires on the top car for Ty Gibbs as the 41 of Cole Custer should be coming.
Custer, Legato, Bowman, Byron, Brad, Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Busher, Gregson, Nemechek, all pitting. Looks like they're gonna put on slick tires.
Scheduled green flag pit stops as we head toward the end of stage one. 3 laps to go. Reigning champ Joey Logano is in Kim.
And Joey was one of the first drivers I heard talk about the track conditions and felt like it was dry enough to put those slicks back on. Again, Joey Logano looking to make up for track position after a nil stop the last time they were on pit road. 24 also pitting for 4 fresh slick tires.
I just realized the modified tour is at Riverhead today, and I completely forgot about it.
Make a decision. Pit road will close when the leader takes 2 to go. So that means that the 88 could pit this time by.
I don't know if they're still live.
Maker would shock me if Priest stays on the racetrack regardless. He came in tied in the cut line with Kyle Busch. 10 points available if he wins this stage. So I can see the points being worth it for Priest to stay out, and he will then start behind all of these guys. It's under the yellow. Let's see what the 88 does.
Priest did win a stage running along at Circuit of the Americas earlier this season. Here's Van Gisbergen, and he is going to make a pit stop here.
And I think you're going to have to go to slicks if you think the rain's not coming. The track is drying. The question is, if they truly believe a rain shower's in the area, will they gamble and stay on wets? If they do that, they would have a big advantage against the field as you see Priest and Blaney staying on the racetrack, Marty.
Here comes SVG. Yes, the 60 stays out. I wouldn't be surprised if the one comes down to the Ross Chastain. They talked about if we can win the stage, we will stay out. Well, they're going to go to slicks. They left it up to Shane Van Gisbergen. Steven Landis said, you can do what you want to do. He said he wanted slicks. Track is drying quickly in Virginia, Trevor.
I see that 10 car come down an impressive run for Ty Dillon, putting on those slick tires right now. The 71 car, Michael McDowell, though, is opting to stay on the racetrack to get those stage points. Another reason they're staying out is they feel like a 106 is the last time that they got to shoot for to put on dry tires. We just saw the leader Ryan Priest run that 106.
You can tell the drivers that feel like they can still point their way into the playoffs. They chase the points. Others who say, we got to win a race, and therefore you
SVG pits as well.
to establish
He's still in the lead. Ah.
After the stage ends and everything cycles through.
You see everybody on the left-hand side from Freeze all the way down. Everybody that pitted at lap 2, those are all on wet weather tires still in.
Allmendinger, who pit on lap 7 because of the wreck, was listed as that in 13th.
It's a risk if you want to win the first stage. You get the points, but you always kind of throw away a really good chance of winning the race outright.
The stage 1 is the one where you want to is usually the one in question for setting yourself up for either points or the win.
There's no way you can pit at the stages and win the race. Larson, I think, pitted at the end of both stages and went on to win. He put that theory behind us because the car was so good that day. But you're right. The game plan has been pretty simple. If you're going to win these races,
Anyway, Justin Bonsignor won at Riverhead. 3 wide. Gilliland, McDowell, Jones. McDowell exerting his will. He's gonna pass Gilliland. Stage 1, last lap. Priest is the leader. McDowell is going for 4th place. Hey, look, there's Hocevar. Gilliland's trying to get to his inside. And there's Blaney who's caught up to Priest. This is for the stage win.
Some have done better. Look, the 12 getting a little bit too far into the corner there, missing the corner. Now you can see that line starting to dry out as they head on into the S's. They're running 144s up front.
I like how they have the turn marker on the bottom right. He's trying to get so close, maybe even just get a tap, but not close enough. All right, the number 60 leading the number 12 as they head out of turn 15 for the 20th time. And the Colgate Ford, Ryan Priest, wins stage 1. Blaney 2nd, Chastain 3rd. And then I'll have to see how the rest of them go because there are 10 going. McDowell 4th, Gilliland 5th, Jones 6th, Hocevar 7th, 8th, Bubba Wallace 9th, Daniel Suarez 10th. No, 9th, Chase Elliott 10th, Daniel Suarez. Chase Briscoe gets the free pass.
Racing isn't just a game. It's a way of life. Every lap, every moment. Practice is about consistency. Winning doesn't come easy. Yo! My turn, Bubba. Feel the road. Own the race. Logitech G wheels and pedals available now on Amazon. Ever since we hired Dave Jr. and
I love the commercial. Pancakes!
have been moving fast.
Look, it's pancakes!
Dine-in delivery catering. Will you sell my pancakes?
NASCAR on Prime Video is brought to you by Chewy for life with pets. And by the Nintendo Switch 2.
Ha ha!
Great to have you with us on a Sunday afternoon from Mexico City. This relief lap is sponsored by National Debt Relief. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief gets you back on track. Chase Briscoe gets his lap back here in Mexico City.
Chase was involved in that early wreck in turn 1. He had some minimal damage. They had to work on the right front of that Carl pit road. See if they've got the speed back or the pace back, all the repairs done to give him an opportunity to run well. Say it so many times. Just stay in the game. Stay in the game.
That's
Stay
it.
in the game. Well, he's sitting right there on that, above that cup line, but vulnerable. And a couple of bad days with about 11 races or 10 races after today to the playoffs and having rough results.
It's going to be pretty fascinating what all the leaders decide to do, whether they think it's time to go to slicks, whether they're going to stay on reins. We'll come around this time. Pit road will be open. Priest, Blaney, Chastain, McDowell, Gilliland all have to decide. I think the safe call is to come get on slicks with everyone else and kind of get on sequence with everyone. I could see the gamble of just staying out on reins, hoping for another shower. The slicks weren't quite faster. Now, we think they should continue to get faster if it doesn't rain again. You see slicks on the wall right there for the Trackhouse team.
First thing we said when we came on the air for practice Friday, we're excited about this process, but we're also very curious because there were just so many unknowns of a new venue. And then you add the element of, okay, it's going to rain, the track's going to get wet, but which direction do you go? The curveballs that these teams have faced across the board this weekend have just been remarkable.
Well, I'm thankful that over the course of the last couple of years, NASCAR sort of put it into the team's hands to make those decisions. Yeah, let the teams be the ones to decide their fate on what tires to put on the car. So that's been enjoyable because it's really turned it into a more natural race.
Seems like every tire I see on pit road is that bright yellow lettering on the Goodyear sidewall. So as expected, most come to pit road, but some do stay on the racetrack, Trevor.
Yeah, the 71 opting to stay out. Steve, we mentioned this would open up the opportunity for a two-stop race. Going longer on these rain tires, especially with more weather being a potential later on, Kim.
On the flip side, Trevor, Ryan Blaney in that 12th car, middle of your screen, elected to come. They had a discussion on the radio. Ryan telling his team.
All right, so the cars that didn't pit before, most will probably pit. I don't know if anyone will stay out. Maybe Allmendinger.
Tires on for Ryan Marty.
Kim, I talked to Derek Finley, the crew chief for Ryan Preece on the bottom of your screen about this possible move this morning. He said to Steve's point, not only where we are in the points, but also the unknown of today. I'm going to take stage points and a playoff point if I can get it. He did indeed get it. They go to slicks for the 60 after the stage 1 win.
You know, if you're going to play this game, Marty, you have to execute on the pit lane, and Priest does that. 17 drivers stay out. We reset the running order when we return.
You love our legendary subs, so you'll love our legendary new Doritos footlong nachos. Doritos and Subway, two legends come together to
Legends eating legends. Am I right?
Yes, thank you, Marshawn. Doritos footlong nachos, just $5, only at Subway.
Apparently Ross had a bad pit stop.
Don't wish.
And now I'm just waiting for them to go back to green.
Don't dream. No. Plan. See the steps it takes to get it done right, then follow them. At Avis, we wreck cars, unlike anyone else wrecks cars. Because for 75 years, we've only had one plan. To make sure you keep yours.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe and less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Auto parts.
Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you. Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car. Auto Parts. This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races. Stopped drinking milk at 2, picked it back up at 32. Good for strong bones. Tell that to his clavicle. Joseph wins even when he loses. This is his wife, his Tuesdays, his hand-eye coordination. He might have the greatest jawline in sports.
He's not that handsome.
And on his Sundays, Joseph flies. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Bienvenidos de nuevo a Motor Racing Network en la Ciudad de México, transmitiendo en vivo la NASCAR Cup Series.
So the NASCAR using an AI to translate the broadcast from English to Spanish. I think it would have been easier to, or better to, hire Spanish radio broadcasters. But that's just me.
Oh, we are just living for this action right here outside of turn 12 out of good news, bad news for your stage 1 winner, Ryan Preece. Good news is he entered this race on the playoff cut line. He's got a fast car. Bad news is no stage winner has gone on to win a race at a road course in the last 7. Let's talk conditions, guys. NASCAR right now is considering
Probably
going
because
on track. We're seeing a lot of drivers choose slicks. What do you see?
Sorry, somebody's considering that drive? This is a mess, guys. And as a driver who's been in a stock car on a wet track and a drying track up in Montreal a while back, this is very, very difficult for the drivers. So hard to just manage the car around the track, and then to try to go fast, try to race people, very tough.
I'll tell you what's also hard is you just go from running 15 seconds faster now a dry-ish line, and you have to really toe that line of grip to go find what course. We know there's 10 more seconds on the racetrack of pace that these guys are used to. That's the challenging part.
Yeah, we saw that one of the best drivers in the world, Kyle Busch, just drive down in there and lost the rear. It can happen to anybody. It's very treacherous.
Who's impressing you thus far? SVG not feeling good, but he's running good. Ryan Blaney also performing well.
SVG said
Ty Dillon's been doing well.
Ryan, what did you tell us this morning?
Christopher Bell started 31st. He's in 9th, I think. Oh, so who stayed at Stenhouse?
SVG manage these slicks up against these 4 guys on wets and see how he can get control of this race again.
I'm interested to see what Mother Nature's going to do because she could throw a wrench into this whole game plan.
The radar is all green. I don't know why it's not raining right now.
It's rainy season here in Mexico, Adam. You guys are doing a great job keeping up with it in the booth.
It's a lot to manage, that's for sure. Let's get more reports from pit road. We start with Trevor.
Well, Austin Cindric said, hey, this race isn't that chaotic for me.
Oh, God.
Pit road yet. His pit crew's probably getting bored down there. Everybody else
Forgot to hide. I need to hide that. There we go.
He's still on those slick tires, the only car in the field that is yet to pit. So he's hoping this track is drying out. It's going to come his way.
There are 6 minutes to the Indy next race.
20 minutes away, that would play out perfect for us to use these up, come down and get rain tires on. You see right here on the left-hand side, great update, Trevor, of
So McDowell, host of our Suarez Stenhouse, stayed out.
that are older than everyone else's slicks. The front 4 on wets. Remember, in the damp, the wets are better. In the dry line, the dries are faster. I don't know what that means in turn 1, but we're going to see which one has more grip. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the wets still have more speed because the track still seems a little messy to me. And the wets are softer. They can be fast. They degrade very quickly. They've been on these cars for quite a while now. Not much more than any time they have left.
Fire teammates on the front row. McDowell and
Here we go. Green, green, green. Top 4 holding on so far. I mean, it's only been one straightaway. Let's see how they go entering turn 1. McDowell's trying to block a run from Suarez. Stenhouse trying to come up the middle. Hocevar's a little farther back in second. Getting wiggles a bit entering turn 1. And they go in. They're leaning on each other. 47 on 99. Stenhouse on Suarez. Gibbs tries to shoot the middle to get around SVG. He's going to get there. Oh, we got a car around. It's a Noah Gregson. He gets it back going. We stay green. And Suarez is the leader. On the wet tires, no less. Gibbs up to second. SVG going to get around to third.
So this is where I think the wets are going to have an advantage because there's still some puddles, some areas that the dries have to be careful, although that line is looking much drier. What a job by Suarez.
Gibbs to the inside. Oh, it'll be the outside, actually. So, they're trying to make the pass. Don't wreck him. Don't wreck Suarez. You're going to have a whole country hating you. Gibbs runs wide. Gonna sneak back around. Suarez for the lead. SVG coming up on his teammate as well. He'll try to make the move for second. He'll die to the inside and the sweeping turn 15. Will he get the better traction in the turn and the better speed down the straightaway? Here comes McDowell on the wet. No, he's on the way on the inside. What am I talking about? Gibbs, that's the fastest lap. Yeah, because he's on. Now they're pushing it. Bowman was way back. I think he started 29th or so. Bowman is in 11th. Ty Dillon goes way wide, almost hits the wall. SVG back to the inside of Suarez. He'll take second this time. And look who's out in 5th place. On Zydric, and Nemechek is off. Top 4 have not won a race this season as Bell gets around Stenhouse. The third lowest on those who did not pit. Hendrick up to 4th. I got hit by Tyler Reddick. Cindric to the inside of Suarez. Are trying to get there. Door, bumper, clear. And Bill up to 5th. Byron to the inside of Bowman for 10th place. And there's Hocevar and Custer battling it out. I don't know if Custer's had a top 10 yet. Oh, Bowman almost running into Hocevar there in the S's to see if I can try to find a way around. Hocevar is on those wet tires. Bowman darts to the inside. He'll get around him. Bowman to the outside of Suarez. Using that runoff, entering the stadium section to get the pass for 4th. No! McGillen around. Long John Silver is having a bad day today. At least a bad couple laps.
So many times when you go
3-point turn.
you got a lot of room to manipulate the car, get it back going. This is one of the areas it's hard.
He turned in on Priest and spun around. It's his own fault. It wasn't clear. So Osavar did pit? Okay. Suarez trying to hold on ahead of McDowell.
Knowing they're going to lose time, and he's happy with the game plan. Carl and I discussed this at the beginning of the race about how you got to keep your driver up to date on what the plan is and how he's accomplishing it. Trevor. Now the 71 of Michael McDowell starting to feel those tires wear out. Still within a couple seconds of the fastest times, but now the lap time's dropping down into that 94-second bracket. That's what we saw in practice. Crew Chief Travis Peterson is telling us, hey, go out there and run the dry line. I don't care if you blister these things. We're going to come soon. Actually looking at coming this time, guys.
McDowell, oh, Suarez too.
McDowell seemed a little more committed, or at least earlier in the game than Suarez. That was a late move. Here's the 71, Trevor.
Yeah, you're going to see dry tires. There's slicks go on the 71 car. Michael McDowell, obviously a great job managing that, staying out on those wet tires, was able to keep the track position.
And for Daniel Suarez, originally Max Kodarski wanted 10 to 12 laps on those wet tires during this stage. That's not the case. They ultimately decided they were done with the wet weather tires, putting on slicks. Suarez saying, I don't have much left turn or forward dry. The team saying, we'll get another read of it on these slick tires.
And after these two have pitted, that leaves Stenhouse as the only car out there on wet tires. Cindric on low fuel running third.
Oh. You hadn't realized he needs gas. Okay. Cindric, I mean. Gibbs can still see SVG in his mirror. Or look at the raw feed.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Toyota legends who you get behind. Meet Bobby Red. He crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles an hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block. All gas, no brakes. Oh, and Danny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers. All legends. You pick. You in?
Whenever we're set up for long runs, this is a huge lead for us. I'm sorry, I just don't think Ryan Church has what it takes.
Don't be worried about it. Ryan. Now we're having fun up there.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
All right. Stenhouse finally pits.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer. The homebody who prefers the
Bell's caught up to Austin Cindric, who again is trying to, I guess, trying to conserve his fuel because I don't know when he's going to pit. Or so they'll we'll be able to push him a little more than he'd like.
great price. Delivered right to their door or right to the couch. For quality meds and great prices. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
I used to be an early bird, but
Currently, it is Ty Gibbs, the fastest car on track. He's 2 seconds ahead of SVG and was 0.3 faster the last, a quarter of a second faster the last lap.
Can deliver transformative relief of joint pain and stiffness, less fatigue, and for some, 0 swollen joints.
I'm back to what inspires me.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and low ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your doctor about Benzelic.
I'm an Eero Outdoor 7. That's right. You can Wi-Fi outside now.
Bell takes third.
Feeling strong. All their devices connected to this guy.
We're going to race a NASCAR at Le Mans. We're going to do what? 24-hour race. It's about survival if we have one shot and one opportunity to make this successful.
City. And the coverage on Prime, presented by Chewy. 15 to go, stage 2. We get our FanDuel race update. The numbers are in, Steve.
So, I think the top three are easy to understand, right? SVG, Bell, and Gibbs currently great. I like Swartz as the emotional favorite, and he seems to be racing. Brian to the occasion. Chase Elliott, obviously one of the most popular. But other than the 88, the 20, and the 54, I have no idea. This race has been so chaotic with wets and dries and strategy. If you're confused watching, well,
31 laps complete. So 70% of the race to go.
stacks up. That's a great point. I think, we know obviously the 54 and 88 are fast, but as this track dries, it changes for the teams, changes for the drivers, and how their cars handle.
It looks like SVG is starting to reel him back in again. Gap's 1.7 seconds.
Fast in practice. Maybe they rise back to the top of the leaderboard or near the top of the leaderboard as this track.
Gibbs got a good run down the front stretch.
Trevor? Well, we talked about what happens when you stay out on wet tires on a dry racetrack. And take a look at the tread here.
He just rips. Oh, we got a caution.
But also signs are starting to blister here. That's not a groove. That's not supposed to be there. So
Ryan Truex around. Why was that a caution?
Number 4, this for Ryan Truex, Indy 11.
Well, it sounds like he got spun by Hocevar.
77, I heard. 77. Hanging out right here. Got out there a little bit wide. Holding frame.
Wait, where's Hocevar's not even in the frame?
We'll tell him one more of the 77. That was the car they're waiting on. You're right. I heard 77, but that was his hole to rejoin the race. Yeah. The track does have a dry line, but it is still dirty and nasty outside of that line. He just missed the exit of the S's a little bit, got a bit wide. Into some of the wetter part of the racetrack. All good, buddy. Just re-rack him. We'll let him. Still going. Let's just take a little bit of
That did not need to be a caution.
where the world is at. All of this right here. Gibbs leading, SVG second, Bell third. They're basically heads up, right? They're all on slicks. They're all on the similar fuel loads. In fourth is Cindric. Cindric is on slicks. Has yet to
Wait, Cindric hasn't pit at all? Right. Okay. Because he never went to the wet tire. That's right. That's why he's held on. But he's got to get gas soon, right?
Ty Dillon, once again, running great in this 10 car. All of those guys are in the same situation on slick tires. So the field, other than Cindric, is pretty well reset after the chaotic start.
Brad Keselowski in the top 10. He's never won on a road course.
And now we wait. I need to get water.
For Chevy, this isn't just a race. It's science at over 200 miles an hour. It's physics and engineering. Innovating and refining. It's testing our cars, our limits, and ourselves. And moving technology forward so we can all move forward together. Chevrolet.
Run ultra fast? You need an advanced dynamic system. Now the Denvix Motor X tire inflator has one. It shatters industry stereotypes. As portable as the small, as powerful as the large. But that's not all. A leading power bank. Powerful light. Beyond your imagination. Denvix Motor X redefines your journey.
A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. You charged ahead. So why would life with ATTR-CM define you? You have a powerful choice. Akuva is an oral medicine used to treat adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. It will take one thing to get up on each side, a lot harder to put it on your life. Yeah, I mean, you can put it in front of my palms, so I know if there's front, I think he's just struggling.
Got the I have the Indy Next race now on my phone. Oh, I can double dip. Kyle Collette is the leader. Wish I didn't miss the start, but oh well. It's weird to see Morgan Freeman without hair, or without besides his beard. Yeah, but he's got nothing. He's bald at the top.
For sure. I mean, I think the big thing here on ovals that I've said to drivers that have kind of asked me about this stuff is a second lead right now isn't a lot in a road course, but on an oval, on a short track, that's a good lead. You know, Collette's quarter gap, he's comfortable, and now 100% he's safe time.
You know, it takes a caution at some point to whatever that gap is, it is going to go away. But Kyle Collette, so far so good, jumps to the lead after an opening laps tussle, and now up by about a. Been a wild start to the oval racing season.
Why is Indy Next using the NASCAR and Fox music? Maybe that was just because I was watching on. Maybe it's the international version, but I don't know. Anyway, cars are pitting. Tommy Smith, a lap down, so was Haley Deegan. But yeah, Bush is having his interview. He'll be credited with the last place finish. Of course, the last ever winner at Mexico City before they came here gets the first last place finish. Wait, oh, how did Hauger catch up so quickly? Gap's 8. It was 8/10 now. It was just over a second before. Well, now he can get detained if he needs to. Pocono, the site of his last regular oval win, if you don't count Bristol Dirt. Wait, what? Well, the last win with Joe, regular oval win with Gibbs. His last pavement win with Gibbs.
Prime time, 8 o'clock Eastern on Fox. This is the top step of the development series. Indy Next by Firestone, first oval of the season. From Worldwide Technology Raceway, Kevin Lee, Jack Harvey, Louis Foster with Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan Racing, last year's Indy Next champion, and Georgia Henneberry on pit lane. Kyle Collette started second, battled Dennis Hauger side by side for the first few laps of the race, and now has control. Up by a second.
Here we go again. We're green at Mexico City.
Let's check in with George.
Well, the team's telling Dennis Hauger right now,
All right, who's going to get the advantage this time? Gibbs and SVG don't have to worry about slow cars in front of them. Austin Cindric getting by on the inside. SVG's kind of forced in the middle of that. How they go into turn one. Bit of luck up there. SVG gets back in a second. He pushes Gibbs to the outside. They head to the next turn. Who's going to get the lead off of 3? Still side by side up front. Oh, Larson, actually, I thought Busch was last. Larson is actually credited in last place. And Gibbs gets the lead. Cindric holding on to third ahead of Christopher Bell.
Really surprising there because Louis, as we were up there, you were actually saying that although there is a yellow, you actually didn't even lap the car. So what is the car doing or not doing for these drivers to have the confidence right now to really even keep up at basic speed? I mean, at this point, it's not even tire tag, it's just general pace. Clearly, some of these guys.
There's Bowman and Byron, 5th and 6th. They were in no man's land earlier today. Now they're running near the front. Bowman trying to show that he belongs here. Again.
It's a difficult day for those guys, but I'm sure that they'll learn and come back strong. It'll be a long day. Ricardo Escoto is one of those on the lead lap, running 11, working his way through traffic now.
Jack William Miller got lapped at Gateway. Chase Elliott currently in the 9th place, so the 3 Hendrick cars on track are in the top 10. You can see Blaney right in front of him.
And then battles throughout. This is a battle for position here, side by side. The view from the 3 car. Colin trying to hang it on the outside with very limited oval experience. Did most of last season, but not much with oval racing. They are hooked up together right now.
Well, I was just watching his steering angle. It looked like as he got higher, maybe had a little bit of understeer. Louis, I wonder if he made a front bar adjustment, if he'd be able to make that high line work there. Yeah, for sure. I think this track, what I've known and experienced is 3 and 4 tends to be a bit looser, and 1 and 2 tends to be a bit
Logano off, so yay!
going back in again, second time in a row. Maybe make a bar adjustment, try and keep it a little bit lower. It looks like he is.
Colin's not ready to give it up. This is for 11. Sebastian Burry's right behind him, also for position. Keeping a keen eye on this. How close do you want it? They almost touched. Colin just in front, trying to hang it around the outside, and he's clear.
I think he was pretty respectful. It would have been very easy for him to just, once he had made the corner, chop him. Where you don't obviously want that. Everyone's trying to get laps. That's what the Indy next,
Ooh, a little. Someone hit McDowell there. Might have been Keselowski.
Meanwhile, lap traffic is still what Kyle Collette is dealing with. He's getting
Gibbs keeps getting a really good run down the front stretch. Gives him about a 1/10 and a half, I'd say, down the whole thing. Halger gets back up front at Gateway.
right up in front of them is a newcomer this week, Davey Hamilton Jr. in that light green car. Son of the 11th
Road America, Daytona Road Course. I think, where else did he win? I don't remember the other ones. He won Indianapolis, 22 or 23. I don't remember the other one.
One thing that's really interesting about Davey is he comes from such a big motorsport family. His dad, Davey Sr., was my strategist at the Indy 500, has done the Indy 500 himself many times. So although he's a return, he's kind of a rookie. He doesn't get a lot of experience in these cars. But so far, I mean, very much just holding his own and no doubt just getting experience. I think by the end of the race, he'll have progressed forward here.
Very solid weekend. He's set to do the
Bell third, Cindric fourth. No. Byron has gapped himself from Bowman in the 5th spot. Points leader looking to pad his lead.
Interesting, although they have been able to get around some of the same lap cars, they're also now getting into the realm of cars that are still quick. But realistically, how hard is it to go by a car that is still maybe not the fastest car, but also not struggling to the level that we've seen? Yeah, a lot more difficult, I think. I mean, we're coming up on Davey and James Rowe here. And obviously it's difficult for James. He started at the back of this race. And
But a lock up there from get a bell, just a bit of smoke.
One side of the back, one side of the front. But you know, they got the same car. I'm sure that once they clear Davey, I'm sure that James will try and help Bennett a little bit here. That's just kind of how it's going to be. But Colette so far is doing an amazing job. I will pick up on Rover's caught them up by a second in the last 3 laps.
He's been picking up the pace and is very much within range. Top three separated by about a second and a half and another second back to Salvador De Alba. Still much in play. Oval racing just out St. Louis.
Oh, Colette's back up front. Okay. No, is he? It's not Colette. Oh, they said it's Colette. I missed the lead change. So I remember this SVG has what's called the heel to toe technique for, I guess, more efficient pedaling. Hamilton Jr. goes a lap down. All right. Oh, see, there is a flat tire in the left front. James Rowe got lapped as well. So 14 cars in the lead lap at Gateway. And I'm tired. Hopefully it passes like it does every single time I get tired. But yeah, SVG I think you can see is closing the gap. Blaney trying to get on Ty Dillon. Oh, we got someone go off. Or just tire smoke from Byron. Yeah, it was just... Wait, how did Bowman get to 5th? I missed that. Damn it.
Last year's champ joining us in the booth, Georgia Henneberry on pit lane. Kyle Collette got past Dennis, however, at the start of the race. Tightened up again a few laps ago with lap traffic. Now Collette is back up by a second and a half, and the racing has been fierce throughout the field.
Elliott getting around Ty Dillon for 8th. I can't. I need the leaderboard to loop back around.
Hamilton in the light green car. Hauger, the leader, coming through. Miles Rowe, the red and black car behind. James Rowe, the dark blue Topcon car, also in the middle of that. And De Alba, his Andretti teammate, in a dark blue car coming around on the high side as well.
I don't want to underplay how important that move there was for Dennis, because if you get stuck in someone else's rhythm and their momentum, it just allows the leader to pull away. It looks like Collette is a little bit quicker when there's no traffic. But Louis, as you'll know, sometimes you have to take the opportunity that is there, but that also means being on his bumper if it does arrive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as soon as, we've got more traffic coming up here. Again, Collette needs to make sure he makes a good pass and clean and get through it quickly. You know, if he backs up his momentum, Hauger's me there to pounce. And again, they're catching some more lap traffic here, and we can see this play out once again.
Kyle Collette had his ups and downs last year on ovals. This is one of those where he qualified well, but remember he made contact with Jamie Chadwick on the straightaway last year, but he finished the season strong. He had a solid run in Milwaukee, and finished third.
I want to see the gap again.
Nashville,
Well,
which is the
when it
closest
gets back
stadium in
around, so
its
we can see the
super
gap
speed, but
from
it's the
Gibbs to
fastest oval
SVG.
in Indy Next Racing. Year 2, Louis. You didn't need a year 2. You got the IndyCar by year 2, but year 2 has to feel so much difference. Oh, that's right. You did do a second year. Has to feel so much different for someone when they are new to oval racing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I had the luxury of being able to do two ovals in Indy Pro 2000 before I came to NXT. And Kai obviously was one of my competitors last year, and he definitely struggled on ovals at the start, but definitely picked up the pace and learned from his mistakes. And I think this is just showing it in year 2 is just the confidence he has to go out there and lead a race on an oval.
For these drivers that they are in their first Indy Next oval race, they may have done an oval at USF Pro 2000 where you were also the champion, but in recent years it's just Raceway Park. How does that compare? What's the step from that short oval, which is what, 5/8 of a mile, to something like this?
It's huge. I mean, that track is completely different to any oval that you will ever drive, I think, in IndyCar or Indy Next. But it's a great place to learn as well. I mean, it's slower speeds, there's more margin for error, or at least if there is a crash, it's usually not as big. So, but it's a great place for guys to learn. I think you probably drove there as well. I'm not sure if you're doing career track, but did you?
Told me you never been in down it.
Okay. Well, it's fun. You're missing out.
Pit stops because we're right near the end of the stage. Cindric, Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski.
It's like Homestead NASCAR. That's what it's like in Miami. But anyway, I think the guys that are really thrown in the deep end are people like Hauger and other guys that have come over from Europe. Correa.
So I think that was, well, no, Cindric. That was not Cindric's first pit stop, so he didn't have to stay for that much fuel. Ty Gibbs about a second lead. SVG has not been able to reel him back in. Gap's kind of stabilized. But Gibbs, let me show Gibbs is doing everything he can to hold on to that lead. Because he knows that if you give SVG an inch, he'll take a kilometer. No, give SVG a centimeter, he'll take a kilometer. There we go. Making sure I'm using the metric system.
Really good feedback from the team. I mean, that's all he needs. Just learning slowly from the team, and they can see a lot more than he can see, right? So they're just trying to give him the information to be able to keep pushing and try and catch up to Colette.
And then that was obviously his spotter talking to him as well. How much did you lean on your spotter in a race like this, and still do lean on your spotter for a race like this?
Firstly, great overtake by Lucky Hughes there. That's for position. Yeah, that was for position. But massively. Look, he's got my spotter. He did my car.
Looks like that was a really good lap for SVG. All right, Elliott and Byron on pit road. So is Bubba Wallace. Josh Berry, Joey Logano. Tyler Reddick, Noah Gregson.
Check in with Georgia on the leader.
Well, we heard the team tell Dennis Howger that Kyle Collette was struggling up in turn 2, but Colette's team was also telling him to watch pinching up in turn 2 and to remember to use pure bars. I did just check in with
I was wondering why the pit stop time seemed a little long. It could also be because of trying to get used to this. Also, and SVG is really turning it on now. This is as close as they've ever been. Maybe he was just toying with Ty Gibbs. How do you get this close this quickly? I think he was sandbagging. Are they going to pit now? Oh! Ty Gibbs pits. SVG does not. Oh, damn. Damn, did not expect that one. Split strategy for the leaders. One banking on whether, the other not. And if he actually wins after that, that'd be amazing. Zillich went from a wrecked car. Zillich went from like a wrecked car in the mid-20s to third on the final stint yesterday. Yesterday. FVG might be going back to front. He can't pit now because pit road's closed for the end of stage 2. It takes the it's our last lap of the stage now.
Just over 20 laps remaining in the debut of oval racing in Indy next by Firestone. Welcome back to St. Louis Worldwide Technology Raceway. Louis Foster is joining us in the booth. Last year's Indy Next champion. He'll be racing tonight for Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan, 8 o'clock Eastern, 8:20 green flag on Fox. Prime time IndyCar racing. From the short track, Kyle Collette has dominated much of this race, but the gap is still within range. For championship leader Dennis Hauger making his oval debut. Miles Rowe working through lap traffic, running in third. Salvador De Alba, the blue number 27.
There's Bell. You can see right in the edge of the straightaway from the camera view, about 3 seconds behind SVG. So he'll get second in the stage. Alex Bowman also stayed out. He's had a rough few races. This will be a good chance to earn 8 stage points. I don't think he had any last time. Here comes SVG around the final turn. He's going to win stage number 2. Bell second, Bowman third, Blaney fourth, McDowell fifth, Austin Dillon sixth, Busher seventh, Herbst eighth, Hocevar ninth, Daniel Suarez in 10th.
Lucky's had an impressive rookie season. He's last year's USF Pro 2000 champion. Just 23 years old from Queensland, Australia, and has been in the top 5 in every single race. And has a win this season, the only driver to win.
Alrighty. So, now we wait for the third stage to start, and as well as the pit stops. There are 18 laps to go at Gateway. It's been a good duel up front. The margin has waxed and waned. Currently, Kyle Collette with a 3/10 lead on Dennis Hauger, who's in his first ever oval race. Collette was not very good on the ovals last year. I think he wrecked in 3 of them. Most notably, he wrecked at Iowa and took out Jack William Miller in the process.
I think he's got the pace to hold off Dennis till the end in clean air, but I think he needs to get past these 3 cars quickly.
So coming up on lap cars, so let's see. I see Bryce Aaron's a lap down. So 13. So looks like we're up on Ricardo Escoto, Sebastian Murray, and Jordan Missig. And then my feed had a pause, which is annoying when that happens. I'm trying to say, the IndyCar race is at 8 p.m.
Murray and Missig are trying to keep pace in the championship. Remember, though, there is still a lot of season ahead of us. This is just round 6 of 14. And who's the best on oval racing is going to have a lot to do with things.
Side by side back there. There you go, Lockie into third.
He's got by Miles Rowe. And now he's right on Hauger. The 2 Andretti teammates are going to go fight for it.
Lockie Hughes up to third, excuse me. He got by Miles Rowe. The top 4 are within a second of each other. Collette has not been able to get really up to Ricardo Escoto yet. Hughes around the outside. This is for second. Hauger lets him by. Hughes up to second. Can the Australian, I think he's from New Zealand. Can the New Zealander take down the young Brazilian? Hughes sends it around the outside. New leader, Lucky Hughes. Wow.
He's honestly going to fly past this whole group now because he's making the high line work. That is such a good
And he's continuing to fly. He'll get around Ricardo Escoto. Flying now on the front stretch now. Let's see if he can get up to Sebastian Murray.
He's absolutely come alive. That's phenomenal. Really, really good 2 laps, 3 laps there. Kyle just got comfortable staying behind.
Too comfortable.
Lockie wasn't having it, and he just went.
Wonder if Halger will get by him now as well. There goes Hughes. He'll get around, or he's trying to high lane. He'll get around Murray.
So there are 2 cars now between.
Running away right now, running away.
Hughes and Collette. He just needs it to stay green at this point. One more car to deal with. This is Jordan Missig up ahead.
And then I think, then Hughes can set sail. Meanwhile, our Mexico broadcast is back.
And let me tell you, this battle for the podium is still very much in play. You've got 4 cars battling for these positions right now. I think that's just awesome to watch.
Just a few laps ago, points as they run, I think it was something like a 45-plus point advantage. Now it would be 24 as they run. One more car to deal with. Seb Murray and Escoto are still in.
Coming next time by in Indy next. 10 laps to go. Hughes is going to get Missig. Ooh, someone ran all the way down the inside. It's Day Out. No, it's Rowe. Miles Rowe gets by Hauger. Someone slides way up. That was De Alba. But he lost the position to Josh Pearson. And I do miss doing the IndyCar streams and every other series, but I mean, I'll still watch it. I'll still watch multiple races and commentate on when I can. All right, Stenhouse, Allmendinger, I think Gilliland, several cars hitting pit road. Rowe tracking down Colette to the inside. Entering turn 1. Here they come side by side. Rowe takes second. Miles Rowe, to be precise. They're still under caution.
That's how you're able to see him seemingly progress so well. So he's either managed his tyres well or the car has come to life. But I mean, this is Pearson battling for Dennis Hauger right now. This is championship.
Larson, the car's on pit road, which is a good start. Well, they barely got, as in getting the car to not last place. 6 to go at Gateway. And Hauger get on the podium. So it is Australia, okay. De Alba getting back by Pearson. That would be for the 5th position.
When someone says, hey, we don't need to catch that group, we're fine. Like, we're getting through the traffic, we're that confident, we can just hang out right here. I mean, as a driver, it's so rare that you're in this position where you're just happy, you're letting the car just do what it wants to do, you're doing what you want to do. And I mean, there's all reason for it. There's a 5-second lead, and not only is it a 5-second lead, but there's 3 cars, 2 cars between the leader and P2.
Hughes about to lap James Rowe put him a third lap down.
Dennis Hauger was able to hold up Josh Pearson, who lost a spot to Day Alba. So points as they run 21 right now. It was 38 coming into the day. But maybe more important to the championship is conquering an oval. Lucky Hughes had done well at Raceway Park, but this is a very different animal. He's one of those that told me this felt very different.
This one is about to wrap up. Just under 2 laps to go. I'd estimate probably 2 miles. Here he comes, round turn number 4. The white flag is out at Gateway. 1 more lap to go in St. Louis for Lucky Hughes, a 22-year-old from the Gold Coast of Australia. He goes through turns 1 and 2. That section designed like New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the pride of the Northeast. Goes down the back stretch at over 170 miles per hour. Enters turns 3 and 4 based off of former IndyCar track Phoenix Raceway. Comes off the final turn. It'll be his 2nd career victory. Lucky Hughes wins the out front showdown. Rowe 2nd, Colette 3rd for the podium. That's that. It is starting to rain again. So that will help SVG.
Chasing down the 54, they were both wiggling quite a bit. I think the effort level is picking up through today. Very impressive package.
He's good on a long run. Now with the rain, strategy, does it go out the window? Who do you like here? Who does this favor? By the way, Suarez, the hometown hero, is running 10.
I don't know. I think the 88 is still in control of the race for now. We'll see. Because it's trying to rain a little bit, then it stops. It's not raining right now, so who knows what's going to happen. I'm so glad we've got a crew chief in the booth. This is great.
Steve Letarte will pay you double at the end of the day for all your efforts. By the way, earlier in the race when it was raining, SVG was a second a lap faster than
All right, so we're going green on lap 50. It'll be 51 laps to go. Oh, so for once, it's not a move where somebody fucked up. Well, someone will have fucked up. Eventually, we'll find out who. All right, second half of the race. Here we go. Green, green, green again at Mexico City.
Bell getting after it, outside lane, opens the door. Maybe down to the inside, we'll see. Van Gisbergen covers.
Trying a little side draft there, the 20 to even it back out here into the braking zone.
Riley Herbst making a play.
SVG's going to hold on to the lead. Just a little, just a bit of lockup. McDowell will completely blow the turn. Bell's coming hard on the inside. Oh, SVG's going to try and muscle him back down the front, down after turn 3. Bell takes the lead. SVG tries to go to the inside. Is he going to give a bumper to Bell? Yes, he does. If you're getting real physical here. And Alex Bowman is up to third. He won at Chicago last year. Trying to get another upset road course win? Maybe. He's up to fifth. Oh, who got spun around? Ross Chastain in the stadium section. And that looks damp as hell. McDowell to the inside. Right, well, that'll be the outside. Bowman's going to hold on. Oh, a little contact there and holds on to third. I couldn't. Hi, Carson. Well, what is Herbst doing there? I didn't even realize he was. I think, is he top 5? Let me. Because I'm not looking at my own leaderboard. I'm looking at the screen. Herbst is in 6th. Good God. It could be his first top 10 of the year. If that persists for the rest of the race. Oh, Briscoe went off too. That was in 3. Wait, there's turn 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Briscoe, Bowman McDowell still going for third. McDowell, can you get to third? I think it's still a side-by-side battle. Yeah, it's still side-by-side battle. Busher trying to join that spree, and Stenhouse around. Come on. What are you doing? Oh, come on. Don't you... He's trying. Move. There he goes. What, were you trying to bring out a caution? If you were, then fuck you. Racing incident. Herbst lost position to Suarez for that was 6th. Herbst holding on to 7th ahead of Cole Custer and Ryan Preece, who's really jostling him there. Ty Gibbs, who hit right before the last end of the stage, he's in 10th, also knocking on the back of Cole Custer next to Ryan Preece. And there's Cindric, who also had a pit for, who's in 3rd for the big part of stage 2. Lock up there, and SVG retakes the lead. Oh, man, more contact as they exit the stadium. Even more contact. SVG's going to hold on through 15er. Willie, he goes wide. Bell's trying to get to the inside. Van Gisbergen covers. Oh. Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's see that again. Bell got really loose in the curbs. SVG snuck to the inside and just diamond the curbs right along the inside lane of it, just to make sure that he wouldn't lose any speed rumbling on the edges.
ultimately through 14 and 15, and now he's starting to stretch it just a little bit.
And we showed you the surprising move with the 88 staying on the 54. Well, look on the left-hand side, the 54 up to 7th, and what matters is that gap, 6.3 seconds back. And 88 will have to have a longer pit stop for fuel. The 54 a shorter pit stop. So right now, Ty Gibbs is absolutely on the whip, trying to get this thing forward, trying to get as many positions as he can.
So you were talking during NASCAR Live how you coach your driver. You tell him, Ty, be patient here. I don't just give him time.
If you want to win your first race after 102 starts, now's the time. You got to find us some time.
You give me a 22-year-old that's playing aggressive and his name is Gibbs, I'll take that. Look at this. Ryan Blaney getting squeezed. We're back in a moment.
This Xfinity Wi-Fi is
The Wi-Fi is booming like a...
Oh, host of our round. And now Truex. Rex. But Truex spins around and gets Peck on track. Truex's first cup, Ryan Truex's first cup race in over a decade. Yeah, it's rough, but he's hanging in there.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. at IHOP, breakfast has been moving fast. Look, it's pancakes. Dine-in delivery catering.
Will you sell my pancakes?
Like us, you might be suffering from moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA.
Cindric's behind Suarez. Suarez in 6. So that means I think that means that Herbst has now lost another place. He's back in the 8th position. I'm gonna go take a pee real quick.
And we're more than just human beings. We are humans. OSA is a chronic condition tied to breathing interruptions and oxygen deprivation during sleep. You're undiagnosed? That was us. Talk to your doctor about OSA. Let's keep being humans.
Well, Amber, we're set up for a long run. This is a huge season for us. I'm sorry, I just don't think Ryan Preece has what it takes.
Please be careful. I worry about you.
Hey, Ryan.
Remember, have fun out there.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
46 laps to go in Mexico City as Chevy is leading. So with that, we get our Chevy team update. Shane Van Gisbergen, that Michael McDowell top 5, Alex Bowman having a good day.
Geller continues to impress up inside the top 15.
14th, and that's after they made a pit stop back at lap 41. So when you look at the strategy side of things, maybe they'll require less fuel, put themselves in a very good position to maintain track position.
Going to see a little issue for the 77 of Hocevar. He's going to miss turn 4.
Yep, and he just slid through. Oh wait, turns around. Okay, and then Hamlin just lost it on. Truex just like he just lost it on his own.
His frustration struggled to get the car righted. Sun down again, but will contact with Chastain.
Oh, hi Ross.
Time of the race where these little things start to happen. Just going to say that
we've reached that stage of the race.
The driver stopped giving, and they start taking. So I'll take that little situation right there. Chastain would have let him go. They would have not wrecked that first stage.
Briscoe, I think, is this his first time in the top 10? We got a nice gaggle of cars battling it out. So that is 11th through 16th, basically, all in a gaggle. Wow! Brees hits the wall on the inside, loses the 10th position. Briscoe gets to the Ty Dillon. He goes wide. Elliott soars through that mess to get to 12th. Woo-hoo! Jones 13th now. Nemechek 14th. Ty Dillon back to 15th. And here comes Blaney and Wolf in the inside of Priest. What a sequence. Ty Gibbs getting around Alex Bowman for 4th. Gibbs driving like he's got nothing to lose. And frankly, I'm not sure if he does. He's out with a bit of a lockup in 1. Ty Gibbs is the fastest car. Barely. I think that could have been a lot worse for Priest, but he bounced off and soldered on. Soldiered on. Elliott giving a little shove at Briscoe. Still trying to find a way around him. A lap later. Another little punt there in 4. Or is it 3? I don't even know at this point. Elliott to the inside of Briscoe. I think he's going to get it down the front straightaway. That'll be for the 11th spot. He's got Eric Jones behind him as well. But Elliott takes 11th. And Jones tries to find the gap. A gap that Lando Norris couldn't find earlier. He's going to hold on to that side of the 19. Doesn't get there. Gibbs is still closing the gap. The gap is now 6.96 seconds on behind Shane Van Gisbergen. 3 of the top 5, Van Gisbergen, McDowell, Gibbs, have not won a race this season. William Byron has gotten by John Nemechek and Ryan Blaney was behind him as well. So he's up to 14th. No. Where's Catherine Legg right now? 29th, okay. Look, we missed a battle going. Bubba Walsh trying to defend position against Logano. Jones trying to find a way on Briscoe, holding that inside. A little bit of a punt, but they both go wide. And Byron's going to catch up to that. Byron up to 12th. Now that we're getting into a rhythm, and this is a lot more, and now we're really getting into some good-ass racing. The gap now from SVG to Gibbs is 6.4 seconds. Byron And a preemptive move to the inside before the stadium section. A little wide for the 24, but he holds on. Into the stadium now. Jones to the outside of Briscoe. And Blaney's trying to find a way as well. Byron holds on. Jones leaning on Briscoe a little. Even out of the stadium section. How do they fare? Jones holds that inside. He'll get Briscoe. Jones goes wide on the front stretch. Holds on. Final pit window now open. The gap between SVG and Gibbs is 6.1 seconds. Briscoe still trying to hold on. Is currently in the 14th position. Chase Elliott gets by Daniel Suarez for 8th. Briscoe a little off. Blaney gonna get a good run down to the entrance to the stadium section. Well, the entrance to the stadium section. I need a track map for Christ's sake. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I have the track. So now I have the track map up. So I'm Gibbs getting by McDowell for 3rd. That was holding Gibbs up for a bit. The gap's 5.9. No, 6.1. That held him up a bit. Bell also might hold him up a tad as well, but Gibbs is still the fastest car. Once you hit 100 races with a good team, if you haven't won, well, then you really start to call into question your abilities. Gotta wonder if it's weighing on Gibbs. Took 99 races, I think 99 races for Chase Elliott to win. 99 races for Kyle Larson to win his first race. I think it was 98 for William Byron. I think it was 99 for Harrison Burton, or around that. Point is, he's past that mark. He has to... His time is coming. Well, if assuming his granddad is willing to bench him. So he must know this is do or die right now. Bell on pit road with 39 laps to go. The gap is 5.7 seconds.
SVG with much older tires is just trying to maintain that gap on Gibbs. Gibbs with fresher tires can run until he's uncomfortable, right? So he can run extra laps if he needs. We'll see how much longer the 88 runs. Him and the 20 were only about a couple laps apart, so I think he's going to need fuel here pretty soon. What's making this all more complicated are the range jobs that he was reporting earlier.
I don't see anything yet.
Going to stay out on the racetrack this lap. Complete another one. So the fuel economy much better than expected in the higher elevation, plus the rain and a bunch of different things. working for the 88. What a battle this is going to become. And now the 20, who's already pitted, he has rejoined the pack, kind of back in the pack, back in 32nd. He just needs to use those brand new tires to try
Alex
to make
Bowman to pit road.
Now, the best thing that can happen for the 20 is a yellow right now. The 20 would stay out, everyone would pit, and he'd be the leader again. Here we are on board with Christopher Bell. Yeah.
Ryan Preece also on pit road, struggling to get a tear off. Not a great exit for Preece. Oh, that was a regular. Oh, looks like it was a shorter pit stop. Gap is 5.4. I'm hearing the SVG will pit this lap. So pit on lap 63, 38 to go.
The other thought here, don't make mistakes. You cannot speed in this situation, Marty. So Adam, Stephen Dorian actually wanted SVG to run a couple of more laps, but then he came back on the radio and said, I hear you.
Also gives them a little more leeway on the tires themselves. Gets off. 15.7. Not a great pit stop. Or not great for SVG fans. They... Oh. So SVG comes out behind Catherine Legg. This will be interesting. No, this... The young 22-year-old. He's seen Burton win before him, which I don't think anyone expected that to happen. He's got to fend off the attack of a wily, cunning, experienced road course ringer / full-time cup driver. The pressure mounting harder and harder with the expectations of the fan base needing him to win to prove he belongs. Because frankly, pissing on people in the lower series by trying to wreck him for the lead isn't going to do it.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride.
Hocevar around again. That's in... Oh, that's in turn 14. That's in 15, the last turn. As we see a car hit pit road. I think that was Suarez. No, it wasn't Suarez. It was someone else. Bro, do something. Come on. Caution. Well, that hurts Gibbs a lot. Gibbs didn't pit. Because now Gibbs has to pit. SVG is going to... Oh, for crying out loud. Did he do that on purpose? He's backing up. Come on. Oh. Come on. Boo. Boo. You can't. That's crap. I thought he was better than that.
You know, that tracks, actually. Yeah. We're making you a one-topping cheddar crust pizza for $11.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
What you're looking at is the most powerful being on planet Earth. I will not accept that.
He had. I want to say.
Gotta get back to the fray.
Banana. He won swept the year there. Wait. Oh, all right. 2 p.m. start.
You're watching NASCAR on Prime, presented by Chewy. The caution is out. The game has changed.
The game has changed. The one thing that couldn't happen for the cars who had yet to pit, specifically the 54 of Ty Gibbs, was a yellow flag. The yellow is out. 11 cars have come to pit road. They will stay out. Ty Gibbs will lose all the track position. Let's take a look exactly what brought the yellow out, Adam. Yeah, the 77 looks like he gets turned around on the nose of the Ford Gregson, possibly. And then the car stalls. He sat there for multiple seconds trying to get that car restarted. NASCAR had no choice in black order. And they gave it more time than anyone else I was comfortable with. He sat there for quite some time. Yeah, but held it. So now you just sit. I mean, remember, this is Ty Gibbs who was so frustrated last week with the fuel window. He couldn't figure out how, you know, his teammate Denny Hamlin won and he didn't have enough gas. And now here he is. His crew chief has decided, I didn't hate the call. I know you wanted fresh tires. We laid out the risk. The risk was the yellow. The yellow has killed him. Now he'll come to pit road. Let's listen.
Well, there goes his win chance. Maybe. Yeah, he might. I mean, maybe he'll drive back to the field.
So I agree 100% with his crew chief. I love what he said. We're right there, Tyler. So we're not out of this. 11 cars have pitted. We're going to have 35 to go. You just drove from 14th to 2nd. You have car enough to win this race. We always talk about keeping your driver plugged in. Right now, Tyler Allen, that's what he needs to do, right? Just keep his driver plugged in, knows he still has a chance to win this race.
You also can't make mistakes in this situation. Ryan Priest too many pit boxes when he made his pit.
Priest penalty. Too many boxes. That sucks for Priest. I'm gonna get more water. waiting for them to go back green. Back, and they're all pitting, of course. There is still rain in the forecast. We got still. There's a third of the race to go. So they're all pitting again, or most of them are. Never mind. What am I saying? He was always going to pit in this one. I'm just an idiot. Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, the top two are those who pit. So I'll have to see where they come out. So he'll come out 10th. 9 drivers stayed out.
Perfectly for Shane Van Gisbergen, who is now in the lead. But after the pit stop, he radioed Stephen Dory and his crew chief, said, I think we have a loose wheel. They have Chet's video here, also back at the team headquarters in Concord, North Carolina.
What?
They confirmed that we got all the lug nuts tight. But twice now, since that radio transmission, SVG has said on the radio, and he's talking about it right now as well, he said it does not track right. Something does not feel right with the car.
I wonder, are they gonna? So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna play the risky route, run him another the last 30 laps or so? Are they gonna trust what their eyes are telling them?
And now we do our credit one bank ones to watch. Steve?
Well, I'm looking at the driver, the 54 Ty Gibbs, 102 starts, 0 wins. Can today be the day? He had drove an impeccable race. That yellow was kind of unfortunate. He will restart about 10th, I believe. But with 33 to go, I think he has time, if he can stay clean, to take this lead and win this race.
Well, he's going to have to drive through a few guys to get there. One person who's not is Christopher Bailey. He's going to be starting up toward the front on the front row here with Shane Van Gisbergen. We heard about the loose wheel possible. This is shaping up to really fall into the hands of Christopher Bale, who won at COTA earlier this year. This guy's strong on the road courses, as he's shown us everything today.
Despite the question marks and everything that Marty's talked about, I'm going with the guy out front, Shane Van Gisbergen. You know, he said to his teammate Ross Chastain, I just need to qualify well. That was Friday. He went out and
got the pole.
Qualifying, puts it on the pole. Been really, really good this afternoon. And now we get to the stretch run. He's got the track position in charge of the field. I think he could get it done, get his second career win, and really upset the playoff apple cart because he's 33rd in the standings.
So let's just look at this 88 pit stop. Remember, normally loose wheels are when the jack gets strong before wheels are tight. Left side's a little bubbly coming off, but they're both tight well before the jack man drops. You come to this side, they're waiting on gas, so while they're in a hurry, they're like 80%. Right side's tight. The jack is set down nice and easy, so that's not a guarantee that the wheels are tight, but I see why the team feels confident. There wasn't really any question mark about when the jack dropped, but obviously SVG is feeling something. We will see if it turns into something more than just a feeling here on this restart.
Van Gisbergen, Bell up front. Row 2, Bowman, Custer. Briscoe's up there with Busher.
All right, restarting now on lap 69, so 32 laps to go. Nice. Here we go. We're green again at Mexico City. Bowman's looking for room on the inside. No, he's not up far. He's not far up enough. SVG is gonna pull away to the lead. Bowman's gonna get to second. It looks like Briscoe hits a tire barrier. Blaney slides through the grass. Byron swings wide. So does Ty Dillon. So that'll probably be a penalty for Briscoe for hitting the tire barrier. Damn. He's up to 7th. Front to the back to the front. Elliott rubbing against Briscoe, who he was fighting earlier in the stage. They're hanging on to each other like they're repelling. Looks like Elliott will get to 8th. Ty Gibbs in 10th. Oh, actually, Elliott was behind Gibbs coming off pit road. Elliott has leapfrogged Ty Gibbs on this strategy. Unless Ty Gibbs can get him back. Briscoe did not let Elliott get that away. Gibbs a little push to chase Elliott. Maybe try to make a run to the inside. Both are past Briscoe. Elliott gonna try and dive back to the inside. He'll get to stay ahead of Ty Gibbs for now. 3 wide for McDowell, Blaney, and Herbst, with William Byron behind that 3 wide. Top 2 right now have not won a race. 4 of the top 5 have not won a race. 5 of the top 6 have not won races. Briscoe is in 6th. The 3 wide persists, and McDowell gets through.
He will sneak up and grab you at a road course, no doubt about it, Alex Bowman. How about the guy running second, Kim?
After that horrible wreck he had last week at Michigan. Like, Briscoe clobbered the tire pack. Oh, I even see that the 11 almost got turned around, and he has left front fender damage as well. Surprised it took this long for someone to hit that. Here's Truex's view. Got squeezed. I think, well, he did get hit by the 24. Freaking leaned on him through the entirety of 2 and 3. Here's the view from McDowell's viewpoint. Oh, so he turned Ryan Truex. So I was wrong. And there's Zane Smith, who loses it in 4. Cuts through the grass. And flat left front tire for Zane Smith. 30 to go. And there's Ty Dillon. I think he was on pit road. Well, Larson's also in the top, I guess, 8 all time. Gibbs not good in that through 4 that well. Larson is the only. Elliott is the only driver in NASCAR with exactly 7 road course victories in Cup, at least. Here's Elliott to the inside. A Ross Chastain for 7th. Gibbs trying to get on Ross. I think he's going to get him. Oh, he's not going to get him. And Briscoe's right behind that, too. So is McDowell. McDowell's going to get to the inside, trying to get by Briscoe. Not going to get there, though. Holy crap! A spin in the stadium section. Harrison Burton is, well, he's facing the right way. Austin Dillon is sideways and is not turning. Come on, move, move, move. Look, he got hit by Logano and then run into by Burton. Please tell me Dillon got back around. He's still not by a lot, though. And I'm still wondering about that loose wheel. Anyway, I'm going to go to Pete. I picked the wrong time to take a piss because William Byron got into Riley Herbst. Damn. Holy crap! Almost boned Stenhouse. Oh my Lord. Wait. Haley is still going with that lift, with that butt lift? Damn. McDowell did get by Briscoe for 10th. Bowman trying to hold on over Bell. That is pretty remarkable. Now, all they need is SVG's loose wheel, and we're going to have another guy who came back from really far back to win. Maybe not 40th or 39th. Here comes Bell to the inside! In turn 2, Bowman holds, clips him right on the left front. He holds on a second. Oh, I love this sport.
to go. Shane Van Gisbergen leading.
All right, get him, huh?
Take that, DirecTV Phoenix and your overpriced satellite TV.
In my day, you had to walk uphill both ways to save money.
Sounded a lot of hills back then. Now you can just update a dish and save $30 a month and get 3 months free.
3 months free.
3 months free.
Takes after me.
Upgrade to Dish. Save up to $30 a month and now get 3 months free. At Napa, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us, with every part you need. From brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California, to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
Napa know-how. Pancakes.
Is that tilting?
Look, it's pancakes!
Will you sell my pancakes?
Whenever we're set up for long runs, this is a huge season for us. I'm sorry, I just don't think Ryan Priest has what it takes.
Please be careful. I worry about you.
Hey, Ryan. Remember, have fun up there.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Been a fun weekend in Mexico City. Next week off to Pocono. Triple-header weekend. Trucks on Friday. FS2, FS1 with the coverage there. CW Saturday for the Xfinity Series. Cup practice and qualifying on Prime. 12:30 Saturday. We're racing Sunday. 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'm looking forward to the next week.
Elliott up to 5th.
And to Pocono's a blast. Great racetrack. About a lot of action all weekend long.
Cup Series racing today, presented by Chewy. 24, coming to 23 laps to go. Shane Van Gisbergen out front, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Elliott the top 5. Get some updates from pit road, starting with Kim.
Yeah, and Cole Custer running in that 6th position. When I talked to crew chief Aaron Kramer this morning, he said the car's steep, big, but we're not thrilled with
Commercial free for the last quarter of the race.
their advantage throughout the course of the race. This team has had to play very challenging season. Now in position for their first top 10 of the year. And Trevor, we gotta remember, Cole Custer is a 2-time winner on road courses in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Kevin, another good guy in the Xfinity Series on road courses that showed promise in the Cup Series as well. Chris Buescher here in the 17. Really good all weekend on the long run, but on this run, he's had to play defense. Really free off of turn 3, losing a lot of time. I'm starting to feel sprinkles out here on pit road
Gibbs still have fastest. No, who has fastest lap?
Has nothing to do with downforce as much as it is just more power and more brake cooling. On acceleration, I would tend to lean more towards the power. See what they do down here, turn 4. All of them kind of lined up on the back bumper of this Haas. Ford, Cole Custer, just not in striking distance into turn 4. Oh, the 54 might dive out here on the 1. In the S's.
Time to go. Can they make it happen?
It's an ambitious move. This is not going to be on the right.
All right, so Gibbs battling Chastain for 8th, but the guy who is on the same strategy is in 5th.
Out of options, running out of laps, running out of time.
Ambitious, maybe over opportunistic.
There's McDowell on trying to get on Gibbs.
71 of Michael McDowell is now there.
Oh! Get on a rough up Ty Gibbs there. Not able to get by him. Coming to 21 to go. Elliott up to P4. Who's the? Oh, I gotta check. Who's the fastest car on the track now?
Sense of urgency is up, 21 to go.
Chase Elliott takes over 4th position from Nemechek. NASCAR running some really solid laps here late in the race. And he escaped this mess. Right? The 9 was in this mess and he got through it, and now look what he's done. Right on board with Chase.
It's SVG still. Despite pitting 4 laps earlier.
Outside P4. Actually loses a spot right there.
Look at Blaney close after that. Diving up there.
So as we watch this race back here, SVG down to a 1.7 second lead. And you've been timing on this run for the last couple weeks about the upcoming schedule and all the road courses and the variety of races we have. And we talked what it's doing to the playoff leaderboard. Well, I mean, think about it. We're here in Mexico City, then we have Pocono, Atlanta, then we go to the streets of Chicago, the hills of Sonoma. There's a lot of different races coming up. You got to keep Atlanta in there too. I know the road courses are a wild card because you have the AJ Allmendingers and the SVG.
Wait, lapped car Zane Smith. I didn't even realize that was going to be a factor.
Get a win that's below the cut line.
Yeah, well, I mean, Suarez, right? There's a driver that hasn't won must-win situation, and he won there last year. So when you look at it across the board, 9 drivers that won last season and haven't won this year. With the schedule that's coming up, anybody's guess how things will unfold down the stretch of the regular season.
Hard to believe it was only a couple years ago when the SVG showed up with the team in the streets of Chicago. And we all have seen the road course ringers come, and I absolutely didn't give the man enough credit. And then we got in the race, Dale, and we were all like, oh boy, this guy is unbelievable. He made moves in zones that we didn't think were passing zones. And then he went, the street lights on. It was late in the race after a wet start, but he was on the scene. First start, first win. And everybody said it was the perfect storm to allow him this opportunity. Nobody had been to Chicago. That was a new racetrack for all of them. Plus, it was a street course. And he has been normalized in the other road course races that we regularly go to. And as we said at the top of the show, this is a new track for everyone. And it's shown all weekend that his advantage is back. Marty.
And Junior, just think about the weekend for Shane Van Gisbergen. He was supposed to be on a flight to Mexico City from Charlotte, North Carolina on Thursday. That plane had a mechanical issue. He went back to the airport, had to leave his house at 3:30 in the morning to make a 5 a.m. flight to come to Mexico City on Friday. Barely made the practice session. And then an hour and a half before the race started today, told his crew chief, Stephen Dorian, I do not feel well. Took some medicine before the race, but I'm sure a win would cure everything. In fact, yesterday, he told me a win today would fix
How far back is Bowman now? 1.7.
would change the playoff picture.
There's no doubt with 19 to go.
Oh, 19 laps to go.
Exactly what he needs to do.
Think about this, right? The first international race of the Cup Series since 1958 with Daniel Suarez being just today. SVG can win today. We could have all international victors, right?
It'd be an all Trackhouse a weekend victory.
What makes him so attractive is a full-time driver, and you look at the standings, you see where Van Gisbergen is and what that's done to the cut line. You know, last year he wins Rookie of the Year and wins multiple races in Xfinity. What made him attractive there is this: so many road course races on the
juking, being able to subvert the point system because you're so cracked at one specific track type is, I don't know if it's brilliant or infuriating. By Joey Hand, held off Tyler Reddick. I got the win. Bam. I was there for that race. Good stuff. People were questioning if he'd ever make it back to Hendrick after that, if he didn't get a win. No, actually, they say that every year, though.
Putting himself in a great position here, and we've talked about it after a rough slide lately. I mean, last week was what it was, but if you go back last month, 6 weeks, they just had a lot of bad things happen, and that's why they were even a part of that bubble conversation coming into today.
You know, Adam, I have to ask, Trevor has been telling us all weekend long about the work these drivers have been doing due to these altitudes. We've been covering the issues with the car, the cooling.
There's Chase Elliott, currently in a solidly in the 4th spot. A little farther back, the battles are still brewing. See Buescher in 7th, and then Chastain, Gibbs, Briscoe. You mind, I think that's McDowell in 11th. Larson has fastest lap. That's kind of funny. Well, that's not right. Larson didn't run a lap in the dry. Or wait, well he is now. Guess they fixed it. I don't know.
Great comeback after recording his first DNF of the year last weekend at Michigan. Prior to that, though, the team showing speed each and every week. Legacy Motor Club is an organization that's made so many good strides. And from one Toyota team to another, we ride on board with Ty Gibbs, who continues to ride nice behind Ross Chastain. You have to wonder at what point did they start to do something desperate in a braking zone or in a position where you typically might not see a pass. Losing a little bit of ground with that one car through the S's. That 54 not changing direction really well for the S. You have to wonder if maybe she switched the tires during this stint. It's actually taken away some of the turn this car has through those corners. But right here, when does somebody run out of patience and just dive bomb into this corner?
17 to go. Kind of 6 of the race left.
Well, we talk about every position is a point. Well, remember, there's a point for the fastest lap.
Larson.
Larson got the TKO by the 8 cars. I mean, in that wreck down in turn 1. Well, look at this. They built this car, rebuilt this car, adjusted this car.
Larson in 36th place has the fastest lap.
39 laps off the pace. He, at the moment, is picking up that extra point. I'm not sure I love that somebody could get that point 39 laps off, but hey, Kyle Larson.
Rules are rules.
So I appreciate the tenacity to this car, and if they can get points, who knows what else may matter in that regular season standings, Mark.
Steve, I want to give credit to Kyle Larson for that, because once they brought the car out from the garage area, that was the first question he asked Cliff Daniels. What's the fastest lap of the day? And he's had all this clean racetracks. That's been their focus this entire time. Hey, let's go set that fastest lap of the day, and it worked.
Well, they lost the regular season championship a year ago by 1 point, so you never know when they're going to end up.
And he's chasing his teammate right now for the regular season title.
Byron just couldn't extend that lead, though. Josh Berry on pit road.
Onboard Daniel Suarez. 19th is where he is in the running order. Before we talk about the day, let's go back and celebrate what happened here 24 hours ago. Just remarkable for the driver out of Monterrey, Mexico.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible. The NASCAR crashed earlier in the day. They had to go back up battle work for a couple hours in the parking lot to be able to put this car together, put it on the grid. This was the same car that Justin Allgaier had used as a backup in Chicago to run in the top 10. So the Junior Motorsports team did a good job putting the car on the racetrack.
Ooh, Bell trying to get to the inside of Bowman. He's going to get there. Oh, they're leaning on each other. This is turn 2-3. Bowman, Bell's got the better line this time. Can Bowman hold on? He will.
If you're Alex Bowman, you know, Bell's got 3 wins, right? If you're Bowman, you cannot afford to get spun out here and lose a bunch of positions.
Oh, watching them braking on 48. He's getting everything.
Oh, man.
Braking zone right there. You see the car kind of dancing around just a little bit. And he's a little bit offline for the 20's going to be all over him until he can sort that out. He's getting right on line. He's offline again, high gear, low entry into this corner. This sets the 20 up for a pass right here.
Here comes Bell to the inside. They're heading toward the turn that will take them to the stadium section. Bell powers it down and gets to second. Can he make up 5 seconds, though? And there's Chase.
Speaking of the 9, let's get an update on Chase Elliott, Trevor.
Yeah, we just came through the stadium section there, guys, and that's where Chase Elliott is losing his time. He can match Shane Van Gisbergen all the way around the track until they get to turn 11. When next time he comes by, you guys check it out. He uses all the racetrack tricks way out wide like you would do at Sonoma. That sets him up a little bit bad for his angle through 12. Lose a little bit of time through there.
On board right here, kind of this is the 5, 6, 7 combination. Down the straightaway, we're now heading. This is into 4, excuse me. At 2 and 3, there's so many different switchbacks. It's easy to get lost. Now we're heading into 4. That's long sweeper. Chase likes a little diamond there. Drive that car deep into there. Let it drive up. Maybe a little bit too high, but still not really trying to stay tidy into turn 4. He's trying to get straight out of turn 4 to be able to get more momentum toward the S's. He's going to close in on the back of this 48 car quickly. Maybe run down to 20. I think he looks better than both of them at this moment.
Fortunately, I wish we could get a caution just to see how that will go.
It's so easy to confuse 10 to 11 and 3 to 4 is what you talked about, Steve.
And he closed in pretty quickly on the back of that 48. Being a teammate, I can't imagine that Alex will put up a big fight. Slow them down. Give them a chance maybe to go after the 20 before this is all over with. If this continues under green, realistic for the NASCAR, Chase Elliott to have a second place finish today.
Steve, you talked about mental concentration. We're in the midst of our longest green flag run of the day. This race approaching 3 hours. So you start thinking about all that. 13 to go, got a green flag feel. You just got to make sure that you're mentally in the game down the stretch. And if you're a
McDowell on Gibbs. This is for 10th.
Stay in the game, you know, not just behind the wheel, but mentally as a crew chief. both internationally and just logistically everything that goes into this that steals some of that mental concentration that you now have to put behind you and finish the job.
But you had to put you behind you at the green flag. That's when I joined Corey and Carl down at the desk. We talked about that. And as amazing as this trip has been, as amazing as the crowd is, at some point it has to become just a race. It can't be more than that for the competitors, because if you allow your mind to take the other things in, it's replacing something else in your focus. This is where it kind of gets in that doldrum, right? Single file. Everybody is close enough that if you make a mistake, you're going to lose a spot. And we heard Kyle Larson say how difficult this racetrack was.
Look at the top 10. It's not just the drivers that are up there, but the organization. Got a real nice mix. Holland, Gibbs, Hendrick,
Legacy, Haas, Roush, Trackhouse, Spire.
McDowell representing Spire, rounding out the top 10. A lot of different organizations trying to put something together to finish it up in Mexico City.
Well, if you go a little bit deeper back, right, you see William Byron come right here,
Did
then
you know-
Jones, then we have the Dinger, and then this green hooded car right here, Bubba Wallace. You know, the running order is going to say 16th, but when you look at the points, 13th and plus 58 above, Cedric Logano. That's what you and I talked about, Dale. And if you move that red line up 2 or 3 spots with a couple new winners, Bubba feels like he's good in the points. These last 12 laps at Mexico, right? Can he hold those 4 cars off? Can he save those 4 points of the guys that are behind him? Those are the difference makers when you get to the end of the regular season.
Here's the other thing I would say about that, and I'm curious to get your reaction, Dale. Today is a build-up to the schedule that's coming with the road races that are on the way. If you can do something positive here today, find some rhythm, you get in that road racing mode, and there can be some carryover when you get to Chicago, Sonoma, and on down the line.
Absolutely.
So I think Elliott will get to third, not to Bell.
60 degrees right here coming into the screen. Won the first stage. And had a strategy that would likely have cycled him back to the field and penalty late in this race. He's trying to claw his way back to the back of the pack. And this is going to be one of those days where you're going to think of what might have been. They had so much speed. He talked to 77 off again. Chris said that he thought he could have gotten the pole. He actually slowed down on that first lap because he was catching the car in front of him too fast. They didn't want to impede maybe the opportunity on the second lap. But he had so much speed that the first lap might have been enough for the pole. And a real good speed in that 60 car this weekend. Went out there, got the first stage. But that mistake was going to cost him a lot of points today, Marty.
Yeah, and junior credit to Derek Finley for making that call, for leaving his driver out, winning stage 1, earning those 10 stage points. And he said before the race, this might be very valuable. They will indeed be very valuable. But Steve, the biggest thing that's going to change for Ryan Preece's playoff picture is the fact that SVG is leading right now. Preece was tied at that cut line coming into this race, and if SVG hangs on right now, he's projected to be 27 below the cut line.
Yeah, and I don't believe that's the last new winner we're going to see in the regular season. So you're definitely going to have to
So what happened to Carson?
continue to score some points or think to win. Let's see what happens in 77. Hocevar, oh boy, just deep into the corner. And look who he runs into. Please tell me it's not the 47.
Ah, 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 ah.
I'm going to tell you.
Of course he took out Stenhouse.
Like what happened in Nashville, but he definitely isn't going to like what's happening here. That is not going to work.
Please tell me they fight afterwards.
That's going to definitely have some implications post-race. Implications. I like how you said that.
Stenhouse went up to Philadelphia this week to do some promotional work for the race at Dover that's coming up next month. And he was over near the statue, the Rocky statue. And it made me think about what we just
Briscoe
saw.
sending Ross off course.
Chastain forced out there.
That didn't work.
Typically look at that and not penalize the driver that gets tagged and sort of has no option but to go that route. As long as he doesn't make a huge gain, which he doesn't,
You've got to be prepared for the unknown, officiating unknown.
But Dowell trying to get on Chastain. Yeah, but denied.
Existed, certain things unfold on track, and NASCAR's done a nice job this weekend of buttoning everything up.
this is aggressive right here. These guys have been around each other for the last 30 laps, beating on each other through the corners. Continue. How about the work by these teams to make sure the engine stays cool and the brakes heading into this heads-off race maybe was going to
There's going to be a pass for a third.
with, less than optimal braking, but they're doing such a great job. You can't tell by this battle that they
Whoa, look at Ross trying to block McDowell. That was risky. McDowell sends it through. He's going to get by him anyway. Here comes Briscoe, 2. 2 for 1 deal. Elliott to P3. I think that's his high upper limit. Come on, wreck him. You know you want to. Where is Gibbs? He's not even in the top 10. Stadium section, the part where he struggled relative to SVG. Dowell up to 7th. It's close. He'll get there. I'll take another P. Maybe, I don't know. I hope I don't miss anything.
for lateral grip on lap 40 and the rest of the field. That's where we see him shine. And you take him to a racetrack where nobody else has run. He's going to be faster. He's got God-given talent. He's just going to be one of the quicker cars. And that God-given talent should be celebrated because it's just like when we take Kyle Larson or Tyler Reddick to Miami and they run the wall, and we've talked about how they're just better than others at running the wall, right? This is the same idea. Each of these drivers, they got to the top level of stock car racing because of their talent. And they're not all the same. It's not a blueprint, right? Everybody has a strength. Some have some weaknesses.
Briscoe by Busher for P8.
Another spot from 19 of Briscoe.
Briscoe up to 8. Nice late rally for a driver that was in the weeds early.
Look at this. Ty Gibbs just continues to fall, right? He's now back to 13.
Yeah, I don't think you can fall any worse than that. Byron trying to get to the inside of Ross Chastain for 11th place. Just in the S's. Oh, yeah. And Gibbs next to Chastain trying to get there for 12th.
Well, that answers the question on where the pace is for Ty Gibbs late in this race. One of the cars that really has as much speed, at times more speed, than Shane Van Gisbergen in the Indy 88. Now the one car seems to be struggling. Chastain slapping that car around over the last handful of laps, starting to take its toll. And the smooth nature of the driver like Will Byron, like Chase Elliott, that sort of Hendrick way, right? Alex Bowman, that's starting to pay off late in this race as they seem to have more tire, more lateral grip, more braking ability. Oh, he's really getting after it right there. Smoked that right front tire in that 24.
Seen a lot of battles for position. And if you're Shane Van Gisbergen, you're like, well, we just don't need a caution. All right, guys, you do what you got to do, but just make sure we keep things on the pavement. I do not need to see the yellow flag. Trevor?
Yeah, Steve, you always talk about the fuel tax with the puppets. Michael McDowell was one of those guys that didn't wait on fuel earlier. So in this run, he has had to manage that fuel mileage a little bit. Just on the radio, Travis Peterson telling him, go get that 42. Let's get a top 5. You're good on fuel now. I was wondering, you know, his pit stop was very quick, and I thought he needed some fuel, but a great job by the driver of the 71, communicating well with his crew chief, and it's amazing how well these drivers can make up time.
All right. Next time by, I guess it'll be 4 laps. No. Yeah. It'll be 4 laps to go. About 10 miles for the 35-year-old from Auckland, New Zealand. Shane Van Gisbergen, the hero of Oceania, going for win number 2 of his career. Of course, 2 years ago, we mentioned numerous times, won the inaugural Chicago street race, won his debut. We're about 2 years from there, a year and 11 months. And he's done great on the road courses, was pretty close at COTA this year, at least for a majority of the race, could have won Watkins Glen, but got passed on the final lap with an aggressive move by Chris Buescher. But yes, he had 4 road courses to go. This is obviously one of them. And he's got a 13.8 second lead over Christopher Bell, despite his own misgivings about his car perhaps having a loose wheel. His team reassured him, they soldiered on, and he's in position to go from 33rd to 16th in the point standings. Here comes William Byron to the inside of Ryan Blaney in 4. Gets the spot. Ooh, Ross lost another spot to Allmendinger. Now Bubba Wallace might get him too. The one car continuing to deteriorate. Can best be compared to his teammate. Bubba forcing Ross out of the way there as he goes to the stadium. He's going to get 14th. 3 to go. Driver just gasping for getting to the end here. Cindric, Priest, Logano, that's 17th, 18th, 19th. Cindric falls back. Logano's going to get him too. And here comes Suarez. Oh, here's the last battle for P5. Looks like Michael McDowell will eke it out in the last 2 laps. All right, do the stadium section again. Here we go. White flag is out. Last lap at Mexico City. The first international race since the 50s when we ventured north of the border in the Cup Series. Just 15 turns and 2.5 miles for the 3-time Supercars champion. Probably be the first rookie to win a race since since Austin Cindric in 2022. Through the S's now. Into the stadium section for the final time as he's stalking Cody freaking Ware, because Cody Ware sucks that hard. It'll be a Trackhouse weekend sweep. Yesterday it was Suarez in the JRM number 9 taking home the Xfinity win. This time it's rookie Shane Van Gisbergen. Here he comes out of turn number 15 to the roar of the fans. Shane Van Gisbergen wins the Viva Mexico 250 at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And now I wonder if he's going to burn out around the entire track. Holy, look at the. That's a lot of marbles. Jesus.
He's now got a spot in the playoffs, the 10th driver to win this year.
Yep. So 6 spots left on points. When that's down. Oh, it's running out in the stadium section. Of course, where all the fans are, of course. There's Leg just cruising by. I aspire to do burnouts that well. New Zealand. And you know, 88, that is the number of his teammate and then car owner, Jamie Whincup. One of the greatest supercar drivers of all time. Maybe the greatest supercar driver of all time. And the first win for the 88 since 2020. Was he always bald?
But you faced so much adversity this entire weekend when you think about it. The travel issues, not feeling well before the race, and then the rain today. What was the biggest challenge?
You listed them all, man. What a week. I really enjoyed myself here. I felt pretty rubbish today. Leaking out both holes. That wasn't fun, but thank you to Safety Culture, Trackhouse, Chevy, and ECR Engines. That car was amazing. Like, I think the 54 was close, but that last thing, man, what a pleasure just ripping lap after lap and watching them get smaller in the mirror. Unreal.
I've never heard a driver say, stop telling me to slow down. Was this maybe the best race car you've ever sat in?
Oh, it's certainly up there. I've been privileged to have some great ones in my car, but yeah, when I go slow, I just lose concentration, so I was just trying to stay in a rhythm and a routine, and Josh and Stephen, they're doing a great job keeping me calm and focused, and man, that was epic.
We were hanging out this morning. You were texting your good friend, Max Verstappen. You were texting Max Verstappen. Your talent was clear today, but did he give you any tips that wound up helping?
Yeah, a little bit in the wet, and just what lines to take and how to approach it. And,
No.
yeah, what a guy.
Wonder if anyone else can get a pipeline to Max Verstappen.
Hopefully I get this thing over the fence.
I hope the leg is good, because this is going to be a big kick, Shane. Shane Van Gisbergen with a special celebration.
Kicks the rugby into the stand. Come on, did he get it? Yeah, it did clear. It cleared the crowd.
Congratulations.
That's a souvenir to take home and put on display. Outstanding for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, come on. Oh, there he goes. Come on. Punch him. Punch him. Punch him. Come on. Punch him. Punch him. Punch him. Oh, come on.
He's had the foundation for that laid a couple of weeks ago in Nashville. The carryover is real. Road course racing will produce.
Anyway, that does it for today's races. Though, well, it doesn't. Well, actually, IndyCar is at 8 p.m. Just watch that. So, what's on the menu for today, next week? Looking at my big calendar, it's the last week of Prime. All right, so here's what's on the docket next week. Supercars in Darwin, the Northern Territory, the Hidden Valley Raceway. Let's see, Italian Formula 4 at Monza, Super Formula Lights at Okayama, which is also known as, previously known as the, it was whatever hosted the Pacific Grand Prix. What was it called? The TI circuit? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. IMSA at Watkins Glen, NASCAR Canada at Sunset Speedway, ARCA at Elko, Formula E at Jakarta, MotoGP at Mugello, IndyCar at Road America, Cup Series at Pocono. Thanks to everyone who showed up tonight. Watch IndyCar, 8 p.m. on Fox. See you next week. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.